right, everybody. Welcome back to episode
six.
Six
Of the SGI Podcast.
Episode 6.
Love it.
Oh, man.
That means we're in the section of 6, 7.
6.
Yeah,
Because we got
7 right after this, so it's 6, 7.
We're going to talk about this afterwards.
But we are back. As you can see, we have a returning face, and then we have a new face for today's podcast.
Hello. So my name is Devontae. All you guys already know that. And this is the lovely Jill.
Hi.
She's my girlfriend. She's visiting today.
From Idaho.
Yeah, that's right. From the
Boise.
Boise.
Not
Home of the
Boise.
potato.
Home of the potato.
So now we know why Devo would always go to Idaho.
That's right.
It wouldn't be just because he
Just
likes
for
that
me.
place.
Now you guys, now everyone knows. You outed me. Thank you.
I've been watching, guys.
You outed yourself.
Idaho, Idaho.
Oh,
Yeah, there you
that's right.
Just a couple of topics that we're going to cover today here on the podcast for episode 6. We're definitely going to talk about Magic the Gathering, something that's near and dear to our heart. Then we're going to talk about dream video game sets for Magic the Gathering, because we do know that there is a bunch of different sets out there for different collaborations.
But there's some that we haven't seen in Magic. So we're going to come up with some stuff that we haven't seen in Magic sets.
Yep. And then we're going to talk about some anime discussion with Jujutsu Kaisen.
Season 2.
Episodes 1 through 12.
It's going to be a good one.
That's right.
And then to close it out, we're going to go with our favorite movie trilogies. And we'll talk about the debate. Everybody's going to have their own chance to just tell us how they feel about their choices.
We'll all find out who has a better trilogy at the end.
They're going to defend it.
Yeah, we've talked about Magic on here before, but very briefly. But now we're actually going to make a whole 2 segments out of it. So enjoy as we talk about how we got into Magic, and hopefully everyone enjoys it. But
all right, for Devo, what did you miss more, gaming or us today?
I know
That is such a great question, because I haven't really
only
touched
honest
any games.
question, honest answers here.
But if I gotta say, I've missed my my friends for sure.
Lies.
I've missed gaming. Screw you guys.
That's not nice.
Just kidding. Anyhow, yeah, I have definitely missed you guys. You know, I only get to come out every other week. You know, so if I could come out every week, or if I could be here every day just to hang out with them, it'd be great. Know those guys forever. So, and there was a time when I used to do that, but just
in
not
a
possible.
perfect world.
In a perfect world.
When we were younger, that was the perfect world before responsibility.
Before responsibilities, kids, and all that stuff. Yep.
The good days.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I definitely miss you guys more than I miss gaming. Of course, we do get on. I think I got on.
We actually played Arc Raiders with them today, or not?
It was
today.
sometime this past week. Yeah, a couple days ago.
Like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Solid.
Yeah, we played about a little bit over an hour, I believe. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and
actually, I feel like even though we only played a little bit with them, we did have a couple interesting stories with Devo when he played with us. So
we had some
maybe we'll talk about that briefly before we get into our main topics, because we always try to have an Arc Raiders section in our podcast. So maybe we'll dive in a little bit, but not too heavily.
Question: what games have you dropped and why?
So one of the games that I've dropped has been Once Human. Unfortunately, I just have not had the time.
You
to
love
play
that game.
I know, it just requires so much time, and I have so many new priorities that I got to take care of.
I'm the
Jill.
new priority.
That means that you got to get her into Once Human. Then that means you'll both get into Once Human.
Oh, that means I
once.
get to build to your PC.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's exciting.
You can go when you can't go on actual dates. You can actually go on dates inside Once Human.
There you go.
Ooh, I can make her a little home, like one of
Oh,
those house
yeah?
homes. There you go. I love it. Yeah, all right. I like that.
What's something you're excited to get back into today with us being here?
Oh, for sure, anime, man. I have been dying to have this little anime discussion, especially with JJK, and just introducing Jill a little bit today too. So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Jill? You into anime like the rest of us, or are we too nerd for you?
I know.
No, I'm interested in this. This is
All right.
interesting. Yeah. My nephew's into some gaming stuff, so
Okay.
I've heard a little bit, but not too much.
What is he, or what has he familiarized you with?
He's actually interested in this podcast, so I'm going to send it to him.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, oh, I know
Interesting.
that and that and that.
What's his name?
Let's get a name.
I know we got a fan already?
Shout out to Brandon Holt.
All right,
Brandon.
Brandon.
Appreciate you tuning in, Brandon.
Yeah,
I
thank
know.
you, Brandon.
That's awesome.
I'll be seeing a little more of you soon.
That's right.
All right.
But what does he normally play? Because he says he's the one that got you into a little bit of
man.
games. But what does he play
I'm
particularly?
not sure. I'm going to have to ask him.
Okay. Or he could tell us if he's gonna
Yeah,
watch a video.
if
He could
you're
tell us in the
watching.
comments. He could tell us in the comments.
There you go. I love that.
What's something that's been carrying your mood lately?
Oh, honestly, it's probably been work. Obviously, it's a lot. It's a lot at work, but it's a lot of fun stuff too. And then jail. Usually, when I'm my normal self, I got a little stick up my butt. But whenever she's around, I am happy singing songs, and you can just call me one of the what's that? The Sour Patch Kids.
Oh yeah.
When they're not
sour sweet gone.
Yeah.
There you go.
Got some spontaneous there. Right?
Yep, exactly.
He's the planner. I'm the spontaneous.
This is not
one.
sponsored by Sour Patch. Just to give you a heads up, everyone.
But if you want to send some,
I know. Hey,
gummies my way,
somehow
please
we
feel
do
free.
get
Those are pretty good.
someone from them to watch this video. We love you guys.
There you go.
Especially the little watermelon ones.
Oh yeah. Ooh, just a bag of those. I'll take that.
Are there any games that you're excited for this year that are coming out?
Oh,
I know
yeah.
there's a huge mountain of them because we're excited for a few, and I'm sure you got a couple on your list as well.
GTA 6.
Yeah, right.
Just
GTA
kidding.
6.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Because they say it's coming this year, but they said that last year.
I'm not too excited for any games, but I am excited for like a game kind of possibility that they were talking about. Hogwarts Legacy 2.
Oh yeah, I did hear
yeah.
about that rumor.
Yeah.
I am a huge Harry Potter fan. A lot of you guys all know it. Everyone else knows. I'm a Ravenclaw.
His whole bed is Ravenclaw.
Shh, don't tell him. Don't help me again.
He's Expelliarmus.
Expecto. Anyhow, I am a huge Ravenclaw fan, Harry Potter fan, and I am a big Hogwarts Legacy fan. It's one of my favorite games.
We talked about it briefly last podcast, and pretty much I was talking about it and saying that the only thing that like kind of kept my interest is because of one character, which you can probably there probably is the one that you probably enjoyed the same. Let's see if we have the same character.
Yep.
It was Sebastian.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, that's literally the only reason why I kept on playing that game was because of Sebastian's quest and stuff. But I never finished it. But
yeah, it's a great game. You gotta finish it up.
Yeah. Well, supposedly this one might be having multiplayer, so that's gonna be interesting.
Oh, I know.
Which I feel like they should have had for the first one. Honestly,
they should have had or maybe even some kind of I don't know.
It could have easily been done.
Honestly, Hogwarts Legacy I feel like would have been cooler if it was an MMO.
I feel like they should have made it like a trio game. That would have been cool.
I don't know. Not too many people like playing. Oh, there's a good amount of people MMOs that like playing MMOs, but sometimes when you hear MMO, you're like, oh, I don't want an MMO. But I feel like a Hogwarts Legacy would have worked perfectly as an MMO. Honestly, with all the different classes and
it would have been a
everything.
long-term game for sure.
Yeah,
oh yeah, definitely.
So MMO is like a multi-online player. Oh, sorry,
massive multiplayer
massive
online
multiplayer game. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Whatever that
it's like a
sounds like.
bunch of people are all playing the same game at the same time. Yeah, it could be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna learn so much being here.
I think the only
We're here to
MMO
educate you today.
I'm excited.
the only MMO I've played in my lifetime is Final Fantasy 14. That's the only MMO I feel like I've played in my lifetime.
I've played so many MMOs. Lost Ark.
Oh yeah, I did play that briefly.
Diablo.
I played that for one day and then dropped it.
Oh yeah, I love Lost Ark. Lost Ark was great, but I just hit this paywall and I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying to play my game.
Oh, that's everywhere now, unfortunately.
I know.
I thought Lost Ark was free.
It is free, but there's this wall where if you can't surpass the level cap, you're just not gonna get past it. Yeah, and it's so hard.
It's a pay-to-play game, isn't it?
It is free to play the game. They got to get their money somehow.
It's free to play, but it's pay to play because you get all kinds of different loot boxes and stuff like that benefit you in the long run.
Yeah.
Level up stuff and all that.
If you ball in and you got it, you'll be
At the
pretty
same time,
good.
I
there
can't
are
get
some
too mad at
ways in this game.
microtransactions, especially when it's free to play. But when there's microtransactions and you paid for the game, I think that's a dumb decision.
Yeah, I agree on that so much.
Definitely. All right, we'll get into our first main topic segment, how we got into Magic the Gathering. Now, I know we all have different stories of how we got it. I was obviously late to the game, but it's going to start with you two because you guys were into it.
Well, he was
way
the
before.
first. He's the one that got into it first.
No, I believe it was you and Robert who got into it.
No, you were
first.
into it first.
Wasn't
I don't remember.
No, it wasn't me because you guys bought me my first deck. So I think you should go into how it happened first, or maybe if you want, I can lead.
I don't even remember how. I just remember because our buddy used to play it, and I think he just was like, "Hey, I don't really have." I think he only played with his cousin.
Yeah.
On Magic, and then he was just trying to get me into it, and I've known about it, but I never really got into it.
So the way it started is back in the day before Magic the Gathering Arena, there was this game called Magic Online on Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And our buddy, for free, he used to play that quite frequently, honestly. And
Oh my gosh, I think
we all got into it.
That's
that
how
way.
I got into it, actually.
Yeah, and then
You guys got into
and
it.
then we found out that there was this place called Geeks, and then Izzy and our old friend used to they had started going there and started to play.
Oh, snap.
You know, yeah. And then
I like how you remember that. I don't remember that. Like, I literally do not remember my Magic origin story.
Terrible memory.
But now that you said that, I'm like, oh yeah,
It's all coming back.
I know, it's all coming back as soon as you said that.
Yeah, so they used to play, and then one day they go, "Hey, Devo, you know, if you come down here, I'll buy you a deck." I was like,
Oh yeah,
Sign me up.
Our buddy's the one that said, "Hey," and he said he'll pay for your gas too.
He did hook me up with some free gas that day. So I ended up driving out from, it was like a 60-mile drive, by the way. It's like over an hour. And I drove out, came here, and we just started, they hooked me up with, my first deck was a Wolves deck, green-red. And
Wolves.
I played that for a little while, and I realized
During
how
the
much I hated
Innistrad
red.
period.
Yeah, I realized how much I hated red, and went from there, and started building from there.
It's funny because I think now that you said that, because I remember I totally forgot that there was a game on Magic on Xbox 360, but pretty much in that game, that's what how I got into Magic. But the only thing is, they had pre-made decks. You weren't able to make your own decks at all.
The pre-cons,
so
yeah.
it's just like, it's either, you have to buy this deck, or you earn this deck, and it's like a red-white or whatever. So you didn't get to make anything. So then I think what wanted me to get into it is because I was like, ooh, I kind of want to make my own deck. Like, I hate having to just play with pre-made decks. Like, I would be cool to be able to make my own like deck. And then that's when I actually got into it. And I think my first colors were black and white, which is also from Innistrad.
Wasn't it Exalted?
No, it was not Exalted. It was Humans.
Haven't heard that in a while.
Oh, I know.
It was Humans, and you had to like, you sacrifice the humans, and then you get like counters and other like benefits from them dying and stuff. You would also sometimes get spirit tokens as well from sacrificing these humans. So yeah, that was pretty much my first deck, was a black and white deck, because I already really liked the black deck in the 360 game, and then I was like, ooh, I'm just gonna transfer that and then add a different color to it, because I was like, I don't want to just play one color, I want to play with two colors, because we're only stuck with one color in the game. So that was my first two colors.
Mono's definitely an easy thing to learn, but it's definitely a lot funner with multiple colors, because each color has like their own faction and just does completely different things.
Yeah, and then you get to customize it how you want, and sometimes they work together, especially like a black and white. You have like stuff that work together even though there were two different colors. So that was definitely cool.
I think when it comes to building any deck,
Jordan has probably had the most interesting story into his Magic origin.
Yeah, I think with any deck that we build now, it's very personalized. It's very us. Like, how we are as people and how we build certain decks a certain way. It's like, it's definitely something that I would run, or you. Do
you
want
to tell us your Magic origin story? Do you want one of us to tell us?
No, I'll tell it. I have no problem. I have no shame in it either. This
is fun.
Yeah. So like I remember for months on end, I've watched you guys play, and I had wanted nothing to do with the game. I was just like, screw this game. I mean, this game is way too nerd for me. Like
I'm too cool for that.
I'll never get into it. And then I was just like, you know what? I do want to feel included a little bit. So I think we were at the beach. It was a really cold day. None of us planned on getting in the water. And I think I had told you and our other friend, I said, hey, when you guys jumps in that water, I'll play, but you got to buy me my first deck.
And again, Robert's the one that bought the deck.
Yep. So he, without hesitation, jumped in the water, lost his glasses, and then after we left, we proceeded to go
actually, there was a little thing before that. I was like, he jumped in the water, but then for me, I hesitated because I was like, I don't want to jump in that cold ass water right now. I'm gonna get sick and everything. And then Robert just kept on like pushing me. He's like, come on, we're gonna get him into Magic. We'll have a third buddy on playing with us now, since we can't play with Devo because Devo's over there in San Bernardino.
It was gonna be a fourth buddy because we had someone else who played with us at that time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
pretty
much
was dating at the time. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So pretty much, I was like hesitating. I was like, I don't know. And then he's like, just do it. And I was like, you know what? He said I was like, are you sure? If I get in this cold water, you're gonna play Magic. You're not gonna be like, never mind.
Psych.
Psych. And then he was like, no, I'm serious. And I was like, okay. So then I finally jumped in there. It was freezing in there, and then literally I think maybe like we were there for like maybe another 30 minutes, and then it was like, oh yeah, there's a cool card shop that's not too far off where we used to go. I forget, it was called Fats Collectibles.
Fats Collectibles over there on Imperial, right?
And I think he was like, oh well, let's check how long it's open till. And then Jordan's like, he still was gonna play, but he was like, "Ha, you can't make my deck right now." And then we looked at Fats Collectible, and they said it was like, "Oh, it's still open for another like 2 hours." And then Jordan was like, "Dang it! All right, then let's go right now." And then we went, and then we got him his first deck, which
It was a red and green beast deck.
that's kind of similar to like him.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And then the funny part was you guys went to Tam's after to go and play.
Oh, yeah.
But I had no idea about this. I was
That's right,
still working. I had just gotten off of work with the this is when I was.
Oh, we told you to come down.
I was living out here already, and I was working at the.
We're like,
the
we have a
senior
surprise for you.
Yeah, so I came down to Tam's. I thought they were gonna buy me lunch, or dinner, whatever it was at the time. And then I sit down. We have me, our friend Izzy, Jordan's ex, and then Jordan, and we all had our magic out. And then all of a sudden, our buddy goes, "Hey, Jordan, why don't you show him the surprise?" And he goes,
Got it.
Was she actually playing with us at
Yeah.
that first time that you played with us?
She played a lot with you guys before.
Well, I know that. Oh,
she played a lot with us before he had started.
okay.
Yeah.
Totally forgot about that. But yeah, okay. Yeah. And yeah, boom, he had a big old deck. I think you didn't have a mat, did you?
No.
No.
You waited. You had to wait.
Yeah.
You waited for him to get his mat.
Yeah, no, actually, I didn't get you. I got it because you weren't in it for Christmas. Christmas had just passed, but that prior Christmas, I had just gotten the Titan mats for all of us.
Oh yeah.
So and then everyone that got the mat, because I got one for your old person as well. I had gotten them all the Titan mats, so I got the Frost Titan. Izzy got Grave Titan.
Grave Titan.
Our buddy got
Inferno
Titan, and then I got her the
Frost Titan.
No, the Sun Titan.
Sun Titan?
And then I gave everyone the perspective cards that went with the mat.
Oh
for
yeah, I
Christmas.
remember that.
Yeah.
My first mat was just a plain blue mat.
Yep.
And then after that, that's when
Now
I
he
started
has
getting into
tons of
cooler
mats.
Yeah, now we all have millions of mats. Yeah,
I only have 2.
yeah, currently my current mat is an Angel. I don't know what your
Mine is a Samus. I love it. I love my Samus one.
Mine's the anime DBZ where it's like super like in-depth color. Like,
Well, it's funny because all 3 of us, I think, all have burn marks on our
Oh,
freaking mats.
we have some
all our
great
origin,
stories.
all of our origin mats literally have burn marks on them.
All of them have at least one burn mark or 2. Courtesy of Hot Coals.
I know.
Yeah, we'll get into that later, of course. That's a fun story for another time.
It wasn't us being done with the coals. It was.
Yeah.
it's okay.
It's all right. It leaves a memory there because then I'm like, I remember that. Like, this is my origin mat because
right.
we all had that burn mark somewhere on there.
Yep.
So definitely a cool, definitely interesting story. Jordan had a more interesting story than us, which was a bet.
Yeah.
And now
it's just a
Jordan
bet.
loves it.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to it.
Never going back.
What would you say keeps us playing it now?
That is a great
I
question.
think because we used to play a lot, and I think even though because like life and stuff, I think it just keeps us in because it kind of it makes us feel like we're back in those times when we were playing Magic a lot. And usually when we play Magic, we're kind of like talking like this.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just catching up with things and playing Magic and just enjoying each other's company pretty much.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, exactly what Izzy said. It's definitely the company that we get with each other. We get to spend a lot of time with each other, communicate, and then we just we have these off the wall ideas. And matter of fact, this podcast was birthed off of us just enjoying our talk and conversations with each other while playing Magic.
And we're like, why don't we just record it? Like maybe people will watch it, maybe people will enjoy it.
We've literally had millions of conversations about this.
Yeah.
And finally it's happening.
We probably would have had more
episode
if we would have
6.
started at that time. We probably have tons of more episodes than we have now.
I've been snowballing ideas like, hey, let me go ahead and get a camera, or maybe we could do it at my house. But we're here now at
now we're here
at Undercity
in this nice little studio for now.
And enjoying it. So.
Enjoying, and to think that we're already at episode 6 is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We're gonna be getting up there in episodes pretty soon. So.
I know we're gonna get there in the double digits.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't know what we're gonna do, but I feel like because we're getting into our first double digits, I feel like there should be something that we do like special for our episode 10.
For episode 10, gotcha.
Heck yeah.
I don't know what that is. It's got a ways to go, but maybe we'll brainstorm.
Ooh.
That'd be a pretty good idea.
Ooh.
Yeah, we
That's
do a
not
little
bad.
W giveaway to one of our viewers.
Maybe we'll brainstorm some ideas and see what we come up with. That's a good idea, though.
Yeah. We'll see.
I don't know. I definitely like playing with you guys it's always good times when we play together.
Oh, yeah.
And then obviously, like, it's for me, I'm a very competitive person. It's like when we play, I always aim to win. Like all the time. It's just like, even though winning holds nothing in our friendship, like it's just like I got the one up on you.
So we have this rule. It's called the no scoop rule.
Oh,
we play.
we have some stories with those.
Yeah, we have some great stories with that. But we play until the game is over. We are not allowed to scoop because that just ends games too quickly. You know.
But also, too, what is the reason why we don't scoop?
So the reason why we don't scoop is because some players just like have these crazy combos or some wombo combos, you know, that just like we don't want to get slapped in the face like that. It's disrespectful.
I'd rather quit.
But so we started quitting. So you know,
we did start quitting for a little bit. We're just like,
and it was all of us. You know, sometimes it was
just like, let's just start a new game. Like you guys are.
I could safely say I've never scooped in my entire Magic career.
Yeah, but anyway, so if you scoop, the rule is everybody that's sitting at that table that's still alive TAMs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna let Jordan go into the next quick story about.
I got a very fun quick story about scooping.
Go for it.
My favorite scoop story is when you, me, Izzy, and our other friend were at TAMs playing, and I got out first because I got smacked in the face down. I think he was using his all white deck with his Shield of Immortality or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And you and Devo were duking it out. There's just a smack fest. He hit you for this, you hit him for that. You gain life, he took your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when he was finally done beating you down and he thought he had won, he started packing all his stuff up, putting it away, and then we all looked at each other like, does he not know that he's still alive and he's packing up? And we're like, don't say nothing.
I think that happened in his garage, actually. I think
that's the
exact same story that I was thinking too.
Yeah,
right?
maybe it was at his garage. Yeah,
it happened in his garage.
It was in my garage. Yeah.
We were looking at each other like, does he not know what's going on? And then,
or was it? Because I think
it was a garage.
Yeah,
because I think the one in the garage was just me, you, and Robert. I think it was just us three. I don't think Jordan was there.
It might have been the TAMs one because it happened twice.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it happened twice. Then okay,
we were at TAMs. Yeah, and I was just like, doesn't he know that he's still? And he was like, hey, I'm still alive.
After I put all my cards away in their deck binder,
and that was considered a scoop.
Yeah,
in their deck case. Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, and I was like, I just scooped, didn't I? I owe you guys TAMs. No.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, TAMs back then was like $1.25 a burger.
I know.
Now, unfortunately, it's not
$1. I think it was actually $1 at one point.
But we got it with cheese though.
Yeah.
It was $1.25 with cheese.
Cheese is expensive.
Yep, cheese. But pretty much that same instance happened. So it was just me, Devo, and our other buddy, and we were playing Magic, and me and him, I think, were duking at me, and I don't know. Whenever we play Magic, it's always me and Devo duking each other, trying to go at each other.
Snack fest.
And
you
I
gotta
think
go for the threat.
He finally ended up. I think he finally took off the aggro off of me, and then he started fighting our other buddy, and I think he was like, they were just going back and forth, and then Devo was like, oh yeah, I'm like so close to winning, and I was like, I'm gonna just stay shut up right here, and then pretty much he finally kills our buddy, and then he starts picking up everything, and then I'm just like here with my hand, and then like the one card on my field, and then I was like, Devo, you know I'm still playing, right? Like he's like, I thought I killed you. I was like, no, I still have like 2 life. And then he was like, oh, and he was like, oh, I remember where everything went. Like, let me just put everything back. I was like, nah, you already scooped, bro.
Like,
nope, that's not happening. So
luckily I only owed one.
He owed us another one.
Yeah.
That was good though.
But that was a fun one.
Yeah.
I always remember that story for the scoop because it's just like
yeah,
he was so
great.
aggroed on me, and then he just forgot about me.
It gets like that sometimes. But hey, the scoop TAMs burger, it will be the best TAMs burger you ever have in your life.
Oh, I know.
Why? Because it's free.
Especially with how expensive it is now. I think it's like almost $4 for a burger.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
but they're delicious.
You know the one by my house over in Yucaipa. Oh my gosh, that one is like $18.
Screw that, dude.
Yeah, no way.
For just the burger by itself?
Just the burger by itself.
I don't believe you. I don't think it's that crazy.
It's a burger, fries, and a drink. But
yeah, I was like, okay, 18
yeah.
makes sense for a combo, not for a burger.
But that's a single.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is still crazy, though.
And it's no bacon either. Yeah.
That's a no-go for me.
That's a no-go.
So if anyone's scooped the most, it's been Devo.
Yeah,
I would say
I have definitely scooped the most.
I would rather take the smack to the face.
I think I also like scooped once too, and I was just like, because I didn't have anything, and they didn't want to kill me because they're like, hey, he's not a threat, we're not gonna kill him. And I was like, you know what? screw it, I'm just gonna scoop. And he's like, we're gonna owe a burger. And I was like, I don't even care. Like, I'm out of this game. Like, I can't do anything. And they're like, okay. So then I ended up.
I've never given anybody the satisfaction. I'm like, dude, go ahead, smack me in the face. Like, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Because sometimes I'll tell them to smack in the face even if I have nothing, and then just like, no, we'll just leave them there. I'm just like I can't do anything. Just kill me.
My favorite is to taunt you guys. I'm like, go ahead, hit me with everything. And then it's like, negate.
Oh, polymorph.
Yeah.
Or I'll tell them to attack me, and then they finally do decide to they hold off, and then next thing you know, I have like the biggest field, and then they're like, oh, what? How does he have all that stuff? It's like, well, you decided to stop attacking me, so sometimes there's benefits to it, and then there sometimes isn't, where I'm just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
But those have been good, some good times, and definitely something
that
we'll be playing to this day.
And we still have them when we play. I know we play here and there, not as much as we used to, but every time we play, we either one of us has a new deck every time we show up, and I think that's when we've been beat by somebody's deck so much, it's like, you know what, I got to make a specific deck just to beat you.
Especially the Mers from our buddy over here. From our buddy
Mers
and
Slivers. I made an infect deck to counter that Sliver deck, and I had turn 1 wins. Let me say that pissed that guy off.
My Angels Demons deck.
He did not want to play for a while.
All of us ended up having to, because of our buddy, all of us had to introduce something that we were able to do like combo off. So like pretty much my combo ended up being like what was it? Conjurer's Closet, Gray, and Sanguine Bond, and Exquisite Blood. Those are the combos. So pretty much once I gain all the life, those both trigger infinitely. So then you just win automatically.
Yeah,
so
it drains life and then sucks and then drains life from someone and then gives you life and then it just.
I did have a deck at one point that had
it's
infinite
really
turns though. Didn't happen that often because you needed like 4 different cards, I think, to be able to pull it off.
Archaeomancer, right?
Yeah,
because I had that combo too in my original blue-white deck.
Yeah, that was a fun one. It was a little hard to pull off, but when you did, it felt great.
Yeah, it sure did.
Boom, 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 boom. What if we had to pick a set that's not in there yet? What video game world would work in the Magic set?
Ooh, so let's go first.
Oh, I have 2. Yeah. So for me, it's gonna be Monster Hunters, of course. So granted, there is a secret layer, but it's not a set. Yeah. So there is a secret layer of Monster Hunters, but
they're just reprints.
They're just reprints
of old cards with magic on them, or with a Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I feel they can do so many different things with like bringing in Rathalos as a red creature, or Raytheon as a green-red, or
even the weapons too.
Yeah, the weapons could be crazy artifacts. We could have bow guns, we could have all kinds of different things. Yeah, like we can have items like paintballs. Like it'd be so much fun. Like just to toss a whole set. Man, Magic, get in contact with me. We can have some.
I know, right? That would be sick.
Yeah, Capcom, you too.
How would you like out of your like which if you had to pick like 4 creatures for a Monster Hunter to put in Magic, what would their color identity be? Okay,
so I would want I forget the crab's name. Oh my gosh. The crab is let's not do the crab then.
Crab monster.
I know, right? I can't remember
Mr. Krabs?
Anywho, let's do Rathalos, Raytheon. Those are like so iconic. Then Nirhagante. That would be all black for sure. Rathalos red, Raytheon probably green red. Because of the poison attribute, it's kind of a beast thing.
Yeah.
And then for their types, of course, dragon. And then of course I would want. I have no idea who I'd choose for my 4th. Lao Shen Lung. We could do Titan. Yeah, that's
those creatures fit right at home in the Magic sets.
Yeah. Lao Shen Lung is like a mountain dragon, super cool. So you can maybe
from
call
which Monster Hunter? I don't think I remember that.
Freedom United.
Okay, I didn't play that one.
Yeah, that's on PSP. Yeah.
Oh yeah, PSP guy over here.
Such a great one.
Yeah.
I think you want to go or do you want?
Oh, go ahead.
All right. I think for me it would be the Mass Effect because I was just talking about it last week. I was like, Mass Effect is like the perfect, I think, thing for Magic because it's like they have so many different factions. So like just seeing all those put into Magic, you could do a lot of stuff with humans. Like I was pretty much thinking of all the different
there's humans, robots, aliens.
There's the Solarians, which are like the smart ones, which I feel like would be like maybe like a white and blue.
Yeah,
pretty much. And then we would have the Krogans, which are like kind of like the aggressive types, but they would just be they could technically move into the black So they could probably be black, red, maybe
black.
just mono red.
Yeah.
Red, black, possibly. And then what was the other one? Ansari, which is the other faction, another. It could be like blue. It could also be blue and white, or it could just be all blue, pretty much. And then like for your main guy, which is Commander Shepard, can probably be like all the colors because
all 5 colors.
he kind of leads all these factions because you get to team up with all of them. So
You
then
know,
I feel like a 5-color
and then you
Commander
got the ending,
Shepard would
too.
be sick.
You know, the different endings that you can take because of the choices that Commander Shepard does.
What about it though?
They're different colors. You remember that?
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
like 3 different colors I think
Was
you
it
can
3?
choose from.
There you
But
go.
yeah, you can make them 5-color, and then what was the other? The Turians could be like the
yep.
could pretty much be white. They could also be in blue as well. So a lot of these factions could a lot of these characters could be like red and white and blue.
Mass Effect,
Definitely.
blue heavy.
I don't know if anyone would be black. Black. I think if there was someone from Mass Effect 2, I think black would be like Jack from there. She's one of the characters that you can recruit in 2,
Yeah.
and I think she could like fit into like the role of black. So I don't know what other. I guess the Reapers could also fit in the color identity of black,
Oh,
even though
yeah,
there's
they
kind
could
of
be
like
black for
all the
sure.
Reapers kind of just look the same. They're just different entities, but they're all
Yeah.
kind of just designed the same.
Legion can be artifacts.
Oh yeah, like the little minions that they use.
Yep.
And yeah, that was pretty much like my whole thing right there. I was like, ooh, magic with some Mass Effect would be dope, honestly.
I love that.
And I think it would be awesome to. You would probably be able to make a whole set out of it. Honestly, you wouldn't
Yeah.
just be able to make like maybe like a small, what do you call it, a secret lair or anything. I think you could literally make
You
a
could
whole.
do a small secret.
You could do a whole set for that. So I feel like that would definitely be cool to see.
Yeah.
Maybe we see one
Yeah.
because technically Magic's trying to become the Fortnite of card games now.
Mhm.
they got
Bungie
a bunch of collaborations now.
They're
Yeah.
doing a pretty good job of it so far.
Mhm.
If they snag Marvel, I can only imagine what
Yeah,
else they could snag.
we're getting Marvel Commander decks, which is going to be very interesting. If I do get it, probably get the Doctor Doom one.
Ooh, that's
The
gonna be the more
Doctor Doom
popular
ones.
one
I think
for sure.
green black.
Yeah,
I'm
that's gonna be
excited
tight.
about
I saw
that one.
Yeah, that one
That's
looked
gonna be
pretty good.
tight.
All right, what would you? I want to hear what you would say.
I know. I'm curious.
So I mean, I have 2, and the first one I'll mention, I really thought you were gonna pick it. It would be Destiny.
Okay. Oh, actually, did you hear? They actually
Yeah.
are doing a collab.
I did hear something like that, and it's funny when I was reading about it, I was like, well, I'll go figure. I was gonna talk about that on this week's episode, so it makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
The amount of factions that they have color wise is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The amount, like even like in the choice of like characters, like your Titan, your Warlock, and your Hunter, like those can easily be
And then also
separated.
the commanders as well, like
Mhm.
Ikora.
Yeah, like the heads of
Zavala.
each. Yeah, that's exactly.
What's the other guy's
your
name?
legendary creatures right
Cade.
Even
Cade
the
6.
even the bad guys too. Like I don't remember too many of them. Like
Ooh, Crota.
Yeah.
Oh, a
Black
Crota
Green.
card
Oh,
would be
dude,
sick.
That-
Or Oryx.
the Fallen too would be awesome.
Honestly,
What's the I can't remember the name of it. What's the red stuff? I forget what it's called. It was one of the bad guys that takes over like the Titans. They get stuck in a vault. Sivatek.
oh yeah, Sivatek, which was Wrath of the Machines
Yeah, that
expansion
would be
right
another
there.
good one.
That would be wow. I
Yeah.
didn't think about it. But I think it is. I think it might be a small collaboration. I hope it's a whole set because now that we're talking about all these characters that are in
Yeah.
Destiny, I would love to see a full
100%.
Destiny set, pretty much.
And then on top of like the characters, then you have the different races. You have like the mechs, the aliens,
Yeah.
the humans, and I forget there's one more. I just can't remember what the type it is.
those ones that lived in like that other world, I forgot what they're called, that
Yeah.
you end up teaming up with for a little bit.
Yeah, they're like at the edges of the galaxy. Or something.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called, but yes.
And you can even do like what are those guys called? The 9.
Oh
The 9
yeah,
could also be. Oh my gosh.
the Osiris trials.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they're so kind. Oh,
Dang.
I'm really
the
surprised you
Destiny
didn't pick that.
set
I'm
would
really
be
surprised.
insane,
I'm really-
actually.
right.
What's your second one then?
Gears of War.
Okay.
For sure. I
How
mean,
would that work, color wise? Because I feel like they kind of would all match into the same
Red,
like, color
black.
identity.
no, I think like for the COG, like if we're talking about like Delta Squad specifically, I feel like they could be like red green.
Okay.
Depending on the character choice. Obviously, like Baird more on the mechanical side of things with his robot stuff. He can kind of be more on the white side.
I can totally see them being artifact creatures.
Yeah.
that'd
Oh,
be
like
pretty
Jack.
cool. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
that, and then the amount of equipment that you can make too, like the guns, the vehicles, like
Double barrels,
Yeah.
chain blades, or
all kind-
blade chains.
all kinds of stuff. And then the Locust, you can go both different ways. Like obviously,
Oh, yeah.
the early Locust could be mostly black with like black and red, and then like the Lambent Locust that could be a mix of like red, red green or however you
Black,
want
green, too.
Yeah, black
Yeah.
green, however you
Okay.
want to do it.
Mhm.
So
Alright.
there's a bunch of because I mean there's over 3 games of content with different stuff.
I would love to see Rom in a
That's
card.
an all black commander.
Oh,
ROM.
I
get to
want
see
I
it.
want to see
That would be
Coltrane.
so sick. Ooh,
Coltrane.
Coltrane
Runs
runs
on
on
whole
whole grain,
grain,
baby.
love it.
We always say that line.
Those would probably be my 2 sets. And I mean, like the first one, obviously, Destiny is like. Hopefully, it's around the corner.
Mhm.
I mean,
I think it might have. I don't know if it was confirmed, but I think they said that
There was some chatter
Yeah,
about it.
some
I know.
chatter about it
I know
happening.
that.
But I feel like definitely it could be something because of like just of how much lore there is and how many different characters there are.
Oh, I could see it
They
for
they
sure.
can make a whole set, and I would buy that whole set honestly. You know what?
Same.
That might actually make me buy Magic again because
Right.
I haven't bought
Oh,
Magic in a
man.
while.
it's been a hot minute.
The last thing I think I bought Magic was the Double Masters booster boxes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the last thing I bought that was Magic related was the Eldrazi Commander deck. That was
Yeah.
my last one, and I think yours
Yours
was just
was-
more recent.
Yeah, mine was the Warhammer Necrons.
Oh yeah.
That $300 commander.
That guy
deck.
didn't want to sell you for a second.
Yeah.
When we first got there.
Straight judge me by how I was dressed.
Yeah.
I was like, what makes you think I don't have this money to buy this right now? Why do you think I'm asking?
I know, right? I wouldn't ask if I didn't want it.
Yeah, disrespectful.
And I think also too, going back to like just Magic in general, I feel like we just mostly play with us 3, but then you kind of sometimes want to play with other people, but then when we've played with other people, we've had like bad experiences. That
We
I'm
don't
just
play
like,
by the rules, though.
yeah,
That's why.
because the thing is, we play by the rules, but there's some exceptions that we make. Like for us, whenever we're playing, it's usually we all get to draw a card first turn. But if you're playing with someone, which is exactly the same person that I played with, because I went first, they're like, "Oh, you're not allowed to draw a card," and I'm like. Why can I draw a card? And he was like, oh, because you're going first. And I was like, why? Okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, only I could draw a card. And I was like, all right, whatever. Let's go with those rules.
The standard rules.
And then like I played my cards and I was just playing like how I normally play. Like I didn't think there was anything to it. And this person was like, oh, you
That's
didn't tell me.
modern.
That's modern right there. You didn't tell me you were playing with your modern deck. And I was like, what does it matter? And he's like,
Yeah.
because I'm using standard. So if we were going to play modern, I could have just played with my modern deck instead. I'm like, just play with whatever deck you want. I don't care. We can play with the legacy deck if you want.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't care. I just want to play. And that's literally what ruined me wanting to play Magic with other people is because of that instance right there. And I'm like, I'm just sticking with my buddies
I don't think
right
I've
here.
ever played with anybody else but like us.
I have my small group outside of you guys.
I know his secret
now.
friends
My
over
secret
here
friends, my
that we
secret
just
layers.
recently heard about.
I mean, you guys have played with Fernando once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he was
Fernando.
super hyped to wanting to join this podcast when we told him about it.
We'll get him on
was
here.
very hyped. We'd love to have you on the show, Fernando, eventually, and talk some Magic.
Soon,
and,
Fernando.
You know,
It's in
you
the
are
works.
great. He's great with comic books too, so he could bring a little bit of that into the chat. So.
Do you have any insights, Jill, from just
Yeah.
like what we talked about, like take away from all of this? Because
I'm just sitting here enjoying and just watching you guys interact. The friendship, the bond.
Yeah, it's deep. No, but no, seriously, if you just based off of like hearing like what we've talked about, like if you had to create a set for Magic the Gathering to be played as, like could be from anything, movies, TV show, anything, books that you've read,
Oh gosh.
what would you pick?
I know what would you like to be like? I would love
Something
to collect
sparkly and magical and
this. Like I would
I
love to
work with
collect this.
preschoolers, so
Yeah.
just put
Oh, Bluey.
Or
A Bluey deck, a Bluey Magic,
or even
Bluey
a
Magic would
or
be
like a
sick.
fairy deck too, because there are those creatures
Yeah.
in that.
Oh, yeah.
in
like
that
kids'
set.
version of it.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
there are some friendly creatures.
But if you were able to bring like a movie, what would you want to be like in card where you could actually collect and you're like, I can't believe I actually have an actual card of this like person or whatever or character.
Oh gosh.
it could be Disney related.
Yeah,
or
it could be
something.
anyone.
Yeah,
Magic doesn't judge.
Yeah, they
They'll
don't.
add anything to their as long as it's like
No
popular.
discrimination.
They'll add it to their.
One of my favorites is Tangled. I think that would be
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
that'd be cool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Some like romance in it and just
I love that.
Flynn Rider would easily be a green.
Green
black,
white.
green
Oh,
white.
green black because he's
green
more
black.
of a rogue.
Yeah, green black. Green
Yeah,
black.
he's
what
more
about that
rogue-y.
evil mom?
she could be all black.
She's
Yeah, all black.
All black,
for
yeah.
sure.
Technically, she could fit into green black as well.
Yeah.
because she's trying to poison.
And then Rapunzel would probably be all white.
Yeah.
Yeah, all white for
100%.
sure. Yeah.
What about? Doesn't she have a little like buddy?
Oh, that her little
Oh.
chameleon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be
I can't
green.
remember his name.
Green.
Yeah,
Oh.
for sure.
green for sure.
Isn't there a horse also in there that's like
Mhm.
like part of the crew
I think the horse
that like
should be-
always like
That-
messes with Flynn?
Oh man, he should be white for sure. He's more
All
of
white?
he's more of a knight kind of, yeah.
I Have I seen the movie? I've probably seen it, but I've seen it in bits, so I can't even tell you every single
the funny
character
thing
that's
is I
entangled.
just watched it with the girls like a couple days ago too. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's right. He has to relive all that.
Yeah, relive all that.
Yeah, I'm over here watching all these cartoons every single Bluey. Oh, it's ingrained in my brain.
I'm telling you.
Honestly, I watched Bluey just like on my own. I was like, you know what, this is actually kind of good.
It's a pretty good show.
I feel like I'm actually learning something.
It gets pretty deep, yeah.
It does get pretty deep.
It does. No, it gets deep. I've seen a couple episodes, and I was like, this is for kids.
Life lessons.
Life lessons for sure.
Like the one that always got me from like the episode I saw. It's like I think the line at the end is like it's okay, mommy. I'm a big girl now or something like that. And it has like the moon and the sun or whatever. And I was like, this is depressing. Like this is depressing, and this is a kid's show. Like that's insane.
Things like that just go right over their heads though.
Yeah,
They'll
exactly.
figure it out
It's
later.
actually for the adults, though.
I know.
Yeah.
It's actually for the adults. More adults
It's a
probably watch
kid's
it.
show.
More
Right.
adults watch it probably more than kids.
My favorite episode is the one where it's Bluey and she goes camping and she meets up with his dog. What was his name? Luke or John? Jean-Luc? No, I think it was Luke or something. Anyways,
I've only watched a couple of
It was a
episodes, I don't
French
know.
dog, so
I've
they
watched, like,
didn't
two.
have they didn't have like they had a communication barrier because one spoke French and the other one was speaking English. So they started off, they became friends, they would play together, they talked to each other, and then at the end of the trip they had to leave. But at the end of the episode, it showed this little tree that they had planted just start growing and growing and growing, and every single year they'd come back to the tree and they just play with each other and get to know each other, and eventually I think they ended up with each other. It was kind of a cute story.
Nice.
I think
Yeah.
also like the recent episode was like the moving episode where they like we're gonna end up moving to a different city and stuff. I was like, this is really a kids show. Like I can't believe like this is actually heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty intense moments in there. Even there's like something like there's like a whole story with like the grandmother as well, and that's thing that's like pretty deep. And I was like, damn, I don't think any of the kids are gonna get these references or life in general for that stuff.
Yeah,
So
they're gonna reflect back on it in the future.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But honestly, like the most chaotic one in freaking Bluey is Muffin.
Oh, yep. That one's wild.
I remember when I would watch, like I watched a couple episodes, and like every time I think she, yeah, I don't know. Let's just say Muffin in general. It's a very chaotic character in there. And I'm just like, really? Dang, this kid needs to be put in timeout.
That's what.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Add some more stuff to
Whole
the
new
conversation.
perspective.
I know.
Yeah,
Louis.
right. Boom.
People are going to be watching this. They're going to be like, I thought this was a gaming podcast. It's like, it is a gaming
Plot
podcast.
twist.
I know. Plot
Plot
twist.
We can't talk about family stuff.
I know.
Wrong. But God, all I'm gonna say is I hope you show them the right cartoons when they're growing up.
Oh yeah,
Well,
do
they're already
not-
watching One Piece, aren't they?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are caught up to on One Piece with me. We're actually on the last part of Naruto Shippuden where the war arc is happening. Yeah, ooh, it is great.
I love that. Love that.
It's funny when I was thinking about it, like when I first got into anime, I totally forgot about this, but One Piece and I think Naruto were literally my first two like animes that got me into like that type of stuff, because I actually have like the first 5 or 6 volumes of One Piece. So I was like, I actually was a fan of One Piece for a little bit, and it just fell off from there. But technically, but like those were like got me into like the anime at that time, and then anime to like where we are now. But then also to like what got me into it fully was like this series that my mom showed me. It was like Robotech. I don't think if anyone's has anyone heard of Robotech
Is that
here?
the one on
I heard of it, but I've never watched it.
You need to watch it. I think you would definitely appreciate it. It's like it's like a mech. It's like a mecha like type of show.
Love me
And
my mechs.
That's what like got me into like that type of like storytelling and that type of like art and stuff.
Yeah.
Was Robotech, and we actually have we could watch it one day. I have like I have all the seasons in Blu-ray,
Sick.
Yeah,
because I think there's like 4 seasons, but each one's broken into like 6 different discs.
Hey, maybe we could do a stream where we watch it live.
Ooh,
you guys.
Oh, that would be kind of cool. I think
I
you
like
can do
That's
that.
a good idea. There you go. I could set that up.
Since we're on the topic of anime, let's expand on this domain of
Jujutsu
JJK.
Oh, JJK.
Yeah.
JJK.
All right. Let's go like overall impression of like season 2. I think we're gonna talk about episodes 1 through 12. I finished it, so like I
I think there's a lot to like unpack in just the first 12 episodes.
Oh,
So I feel
100%.
like we'll definitely, if you want to hear more about our takes on season 2, tune in for the next episode as well, and we'll finish the rest of it because there's a lot of stuff that isn't literally in just the first 12 episodes that you can talk about.
There is so much.
I like for me, like when season 2 started, I was a little confused.
Oh, I know. Remember
Like
you
when it
telling me?
started, I was like, "What? Where are we? Like, what time period is this? Like, how far back in time are we going?" Because we have a younger Gojo, and then we have Gato. Well, I was like, "Wait a minute, this is the dude that's the bad guy." I'm like, he was good at one point, but like to see that, like how like the brother-ish friendship that they had, I was like, "This is awesome!" Like. It kind of sold me on like how the show. I'm like, this is gonna be great. Like, this is gonna make for an awesome villain arc. For
It's
this
funny
guy.
because you get another side of like Gojo because he feels like he's very sure of himself in like the season, like in season 1. But then you realize like in literally that from that hit inventory, he was very like didn't want to take responsibility. He was kind of just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. And then Gaito was the one that's pretty much saying like, we have to do this, and like pretty much trying to keep him in line and stuff. So definitely being able to see a different side of Gojo is definitely cool. And then of course of Gaito because you only see him as the villain pretty much.
And I think the lead up to this is just like the fact that, you know, spoilers.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, you know what? We should start doing
Spoilers.
that because we're actually gonna be talking. If any future animes, we'll probably end up doing a spoiler warning. So
yeah, so
because a lot of people, even though it's been around for a bit, a lot of people probably haven't gotten into it yet, or probably haven't just had the time to. So we're gonna say at this point right here, we are gonna be going into spoilers. So if you want to click off, go ahead. If you've already watched it, then feel free to stay and hear our thoughts about pretty much season 2.
Exactly. So what I'm getting into is they're building on the relationship that Geto and Gojo had, which this is part 1 of season 2. But in part 2 of season 2, you see these two people that were once best friends going at it, even though it's not really his best friend. But then he realizes his best friend is still in there. You know,
Oh no! Well,
yeah.
he hasn't watched his JJ Zero.
Oh,
He hasn't watched Jujutsu Kaisen 0
You
yet.
haven't watched JJK 0.
You need to watch
only
JJK
on-
Zero
oh,
then.
man.
I'm only on season 3 now.
Well,
no,
this is
no,
a movie.
so
this
this
is
is a movie.
before
Oh.
season
Yeah.
1.
Okay. Then no, I didn't see it yet.
Yeah,
no.
so you have to watch.
They'll definitely
the
add more
movie.
perspective on
Okay.
like that dynamic between
yeah.
them two, pretty much in that one. So we won't go since he
So-
hasn't seen it.
so
We won't
since
go
he
into
hasn't
spoilers
seen that,
there.
I won't spoil him on that,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But anywho, you guys, that is just a big plot point on those two characters, and I didn't understand why they went back in time until I finished the rest of that season, and man, it was just like the depth they put behind it is just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I loved it.
Oh,
I didn't foresee like when like I was wondering like the scar must be from some fight they had, and then like when I
figure
found
it
out
out.
when I found out what it was, I was like, oh, that's bad. That's really
Yup.
bad.
you'll figure it out if you watch JJK 0.
Yeah, and you're just gonna find so much more about that scar, you know, that he has, and where it's been, and you know, just the significance in between that scar and all these other characters. You know,
So-
the Blood Brothers, for example.
So going to season 2 with the hidden inventory arc, how do you feel about the GOAT that is Toji?
Dude.
Please get into it. Let's hear it.
Dude, I was blown away. Like I was just like, this is insane. Like where did this guy come from? Just out of the nowhere?
Fushiguro's dad's a badass.
Yeah.
He is. That
Yeah.
guy is just like,
Dude, like, and I was impressed. I was like, he's got no, what do you call
Cursed
it?
energy.
No cursed energy, but he's like a master with the weapons and whatever pact he made with
'Cause
that thing.
He's from the same clan that Maki's from, which is the Zenin clan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and-
like Maki is as strong as him almost. Like I don't know that for a fact yet.
No.
Don't say nothing yet.
we won't say
Don't
anything.
You got
nothing yet.
yeah.
But-
watching.
Yeah, you gotta
But
keep watching to
I
season
watched
3.
the part where she annihilated the whole Zenin clan.
Uh-huh.
So I was like,
Oh.
damn, like she's.
Wait, you already watched season 3 then?
he's
I'm into it,
he's
yeah?
into
Oh,
it.
shit.
Yeah.
I told you as if
He's
you
into
have.
season 3.
Yeah, I like how it
shit.
only took one episode to wipe out that entire clan. I was like, these guys are supposed to be badass, and she just wiped the floor with them. I can't believe her dad pulled that though. By the way,
Oh, I know.
dude,
Her
I was
dad's-
like, your own father just totally
her
disrespected you.
dad
Oh,
is
yeah.
crazy.
I like when he thought he stood a chance and then just dead.
But let's go back into. We could talk about
Yeah.
season 3, but let's go back into season 2 because
That whole fight between the both of them was like I was in awe. I was like, this guy is so powerful, and I honestly thought he killed Gojo.
he technically did.
Yeah.
He
actually,
technically did, yeah.
But then when Gojo lands that move on him and then half of his body's gone, I was like,
Oh.
done. It's done.
Purple.
yeah, because like I always say, it's like technically Toji. Yeah, Toji won that fight.
Yeah.
like, defeated Gojo. You could literally say that
Yeah,
Toji was the only one that was able to kill Gojo,
Yeah.
but the only reason why Gojo was able to come back is because he was able to learn that reverse curse technique.
Reverse curse technique.
And I was so
came back
hyped
to
when he
life.
came back mid-fight in the...
Did you feel like a little different about Gojo after the way he acted when he did come back
Yes.
to life? Like how
Yeah.
just crazy he seemed like he was all on a whole different level.
Yeah.
Like he was becoming a supervillain at that point.
For real, to see him like power hungry like that, I was like, dang, like he was once that crazy, and now he seems so relaxed. But I'm so disappointed at where he's at now. Like I was like, you let that happen to you?
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Toji. I didn't know if I was gonna like him too much when they did say, like drop his name, like when they say it's like, oh, it's like, how do you feel about your son or something like that, and then he says like, what are you talking about? Who's that? His son? I was like, wait, is this not his dad or something
He's
like that?
I don't care.
But I think when I read more into it is that he pretty much tries to make like, cause he like abandoned his son, so he's like trying to like not remember his son too much, and he left him with the Zenin clan pretty much, and then I was like, oh, I'm very interested to see it. And like this is Daddy Fushiguro now.
Daddy Fushiguro, I love that.
And then pretty much, yeah, seeing everything that he was able to pull off. And then he literally could have killed Kaido as well. But he was like, I can't kill you because I forget why.
I can't remember exactly why. Oh, man.
I think he says something. Yeah, there's a reason why he didn't kill him. So he just is like, she just injured him really badly. But I was like, he could have literally killed both of them.
Yeah.
And I think what blew me away too is when he's talking to that girl, what's her name? The Star Vessel.
Star Vessel.
Oh yeah.
Star Vessel girl, and she's talking to Kaido, and then she's like, Kaido is like, oh, you can make the decision now. You can either become assimilated with this guy,
Or we could leave.
And then she's like, I want to leave, and all that stuff. And then right after that,
Yeah.
Toji gets her.
And
I was
then Geto's face is like,
that
what
whole
just happened?
that fight sequence was
It
intense.
was kind of
too.
funny though, coming off of not funny. It was like very crazy, but same. It was kind of funny because he just like fought with swords, and then he pulls out a gun.
Yeah, I was like, where did this come
the
from?
Well, I mean, well, his little worm that he has, you know, it hides its cursed energy, so people don't know it's there.
And
then all of his tools are like the portal, like that shadow realm.
Yeah, he had them all inside the snake, so that he's able to pass through.
He can pass through and literally pick out any of those weapons that he wants from his.
But I didn't really
inventory.
understand how that. What's the character's name? The one that's the Star Vessel supposed to like connect with? I forget the character.
Tengen. That's
Tengen.
the tree. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't really understand too much about Tengen. It's like, why did they need the Star Vessel? And then I kind of rewatched it, and I was like, oh, because he's like at a like very like balanced stage, I could say, and they say that if it doesn't assimilate with them, like he ends up becoming like a super threat to like all of humanity in a way. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Like he needs the energy of the Star
So
Vessel.
he needs to be able to stay, so he doesn't evolve pretty much. And I was like, I didn't understand that when I first watched it, but then when I rewatched it, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. Okay,
Yeah.
All
I
right,
got it on
like
the
that.
first watch. I'm like, okay, like I understand like what's going on here. Like it needs to be
And then also too, after all that happening, and you see just like Kaido's shift in like
Yeah.
his like who he becomes.
his
Pretty much.
mentality changed
Yeah.
so fast. Yeah.
Especially with those two girls that he finds, and like the whole village was like holding those two girls hostage because they were like they weren't sorcerers or didn't have like cursed energy, so they were treating them differently.
Yeah.
And he just takes out the whole village.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
I was like, oh.
I do like the Shikigami that Gato uses, though. I was like, holy crap! Like, where is all this?
Oh yeah, he
coming
could just
from?
summon a bunch of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
but
had a bunch.
I thought it was cool. I'm like, he absorbs the energy.
Oh, yeah,
He's
he could do
able
that
to
too.
Use it. I'm like, dang. So this guy's probably packed with all kinds of bad energy.
And then then pretty much shortly after that, he's like they want to execute Kaido after he did all that. I was like,
he was
damn.
summoning all kinds of
Ruthless.
different.
Especially also too, I think what also shifted his mentality too is when his best friend, I forget what his name, I
The
forget.
chick?
No, the guy that he talks to briefly that comes in and he's sitting on the bench with
Oh
them.
yeah. He's the one that gets killed though.
Yeah,
right?
he's the one that gets killed by non-sorcerers.
Yeah.
And pretty much that even shifts Kaido even more because it was like one of his close friends, and that is like, damn. And so like rewatching it, I was like, damn, now I kind of understand more reason why like Kaido's shift. And,
I get-
like it's still crazy, but like I get it, like
Yeah.
that mentality.
Yeah. No, I understood why he was going that way. I'm like, it makes sense, but it's not the right choice.
Oh yeah.
But I do like it how when Gojo and Gato had that conversation in the streets, and he was just like, what are you doing?
Uh-huh.
And then he just flees, and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you got the shot, take it."
I
And
know.
he's like, "But I know you won't."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Nah." What he's like?
Because he knows him so well.
He's like, "You a bitch." That's basically what he called him.
And it's funny because you come off of that intense episode and then you get into like kind of like a slice of life episode because then they introduce that like girl that knew Yuji in like middle school.
That's right.
The one that she used to be a fluffy girl, and now
Yeah.
she's,
Yeah.
now she
I-
lost
But like,
a lot of weight.
but then that what I liked about that episode too, it kind of just shows you more about like Yuji's character. Like
he's a good person.
Yeah, he's like a good person. He's like, hey, you have a good personality. That's all I care about. Like I
Yeah.
don't care about looks and all that stuff. And even like the people told him like when he said her name, he's like, oh yeah, I kind of like her. And they're like, really? And then he's like, yeah, like what's not to like? She's really cool. She's like does cool art and all that stuff. And yeah, I think I like her and everything. And that was like middle school, and like she was able to take that away. But then she kind of feels bad after that because like Yuji accepted her as who she is, but then she kind of
She went and she changed herself.
She changed herself, so then that's why she kind of pulls away from that because she's like, I changed myself, but Yuji's still the same person that I knew
Yeah.
back in middle school.
I like when they're all at the coffee shop, and you'd be like, "Fushiguro, does he have a girlfriend?" He's like, "Not that I'm aware
Not
of."
that I'm aware of.
I know, right? That's funny though. Instead of like that's like his homie now, Fushiguro. So then it's
Yeah.
like he knows a lot about Yuji. So then Nobara knows to ask.
I'm so sad that Nobara is dead, though. Shut up. If she's still alive, don't tell me.
No,
So-
I was definitely shocked too. I was like, they just killing everyone in here.
Yeah, there were so many people during that fight. I was
They
like,
killed Nanami.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was like, they're just what the heck? Like,
Like, that guy was
When
badass.
that guy died, oh man, that just like ripped
Wait,
me.
I don't remember seeing it or not, but did the guy who only speaks in like ingredients die?
I think he
Not yet.
I think he
I
leaves.
mean, no.
This guy's
not
gonna
at all.
ruin everything
Yeah.
for you.
Because during
He's
the fight,
ruined a
I know-
couple things for me.
During the fight, I know he got jacked up, but they don't say whether he was dead or not.
No, just like Maki, you don't know if she did, but she's pretty much she got like messed up. And
Oh,
that,
I know
like,
she's
that.
alive. I know.
Yeah.
Well, duh. We just talked about what
We
she
just
did in
talked about
season
her.
3.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm like, I already know she merged
I'm
with
just
her
saying the
sister.
conversation of season 2 context.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, going into it, I was just like, dude, like everybody's dead.
Yeah.
But then, like,
I was not expecting all
as
that.
I've gotten into season 3, I've started to see like, oh, okay, some of these guys are just really messed up. They're not like dead.
But Nanami,
Yeah.
that hurt me. I was like, that's Yuji's guy, and now he's just like there. But then you can see like as soon as he sees Yuji, he has like that smile on his face, and then he gets taken out by Mahito. And pretty much in that, like I was saying, like in that season, I hated Mahito in season 1. This made me hate him even more. And I was
Yeah.
like, I really want this guy to die. I really need him to die. I'm tired of this guy.
I thought it was so crazy after all the fighting he did with them. How easy it was for Gato to just be like, "Nah, we're done with
I know.
you."
We're
Yeah,
done with you.
pocket.
Put it in pocket.
I was like, "That's it? That means he's that strong?" Dude, the show has grown on me
Well, I guess
so
we've
much.
talked about majority of this. Let's just talk about the whole season, I guess, of
Might
season
as
2.
well.
Might as well. We already got into so much context already
it's-
for season 2.
The fight between Itadori and the Blood Brother dude.
Oh,
That fight was so
That
cool.
was great.
How do you feel about you just making everyone his brother, pretty much?
God, dude, I love it. I haven't figured it out yet, but I think it's some sort of thing he's got where it happens because it's happened with 2 people already.
Yeah.
But I love it how he's like, "That's my brother now."
That's
and
my
everybody's
brother.
like, "Are you
Even though
guys
he was
even
just trying to kill him.
He's like, "Aren't you? You guys aren't even related." He's like, "That's my brother." Yeah.
Because back in season 1, at the end of season 1, he actually killed Yuji and Nobara. Actually kill
His 2 brothers.
his actual 2 brothers.
Two
in
younger
there.
brothers, yeah.
2 younger brothers in there. But the fact that all that happens, they have an epic fight, and then I like that fight. And it's like the restroom, and it has like the water dropping down and everything. Like that fight was so cool.
I
Like,
love it.
choreographed
I love
so
it when
good.
he uses the blood stuff to harden his side, and when he
his
punches
side.
him, he's like, "What?" And then poof, beats the
Yep.
crap out of him.
And then also, to my favorite part is just when you see Gojo go ham on Hanami
Oh
and freaking smashes her into the
Oh
wall.
man,
That was so
I was
brutal.
kind of sad. I liked Hanami as a character.
Yeah, she was
I thought
definitely
she was a
cool
good character.
design. I definitely liked
Yeah.
her. Like I didn't mind her too much against like Mahito.
I would have
that
liked
guy.
to see her move on to season 3.
But like
that would have been cool.
just in that little instance, you get to see like how much of a threat Gojo is. Because then didn't they like break down a sequence like he was able to do something in a certain amount of seconds?
Yeah.
I think it was like 0.1
Yeah,
seconds. So
and he
that
was
way it
able to
doesn't fry
save
everyone's
everyone
brain.
that
Yeah.
was still remaining in
But
there.
everybody was
Yeah.
stuck in a trance though
Yeah.
because of how fast it happened.
Yeah,
He opened and closed his domain
Yep.
like in milliseconds.
But yeah, when he smashes Hanami into the wall and then like just splatters her everywhere, I was like, oh,
yeah,
That was
Hey,
brutal.
dude,
That felt
Gojo's
personal.
a
I was like,
badass.
"Holy shit!"
yeah. But they tried. That's why they had all those humans down there to prevent Gojo from using his.
But I like how
domain.
he was like, "Screw it, I can't save everybody." Domain
Yeah.
expand. I was like, Even the demons were like, he's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it, and he goes. And
I was like,
just, oh man,
Gojo gives no rips,
And then
dude.
you kind of see the shift in Yuji's character too, because like when he first fights the bug guy.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
before Yuji would be like a little hesitant or whatever. He's like, nah, I gotta get this shit done.
I got this.
And then he ends up fighting him and defeats him with the.
the cricket, the grasshopper.
Yeah, the grasshopper.
Yeah.
But like you could see how much more sure of himself he is. He's like, hey, you know what?
I got this.
I got this, or I have to deal with them no matter what. 'Cause
Yeah.
of the situation we're in.
And then when they battle that crab in its domain,
Oh.
that fight was so.
Isn't that when Toji comes?
That's when Toji comes.
That's when
he
Toji comes
breaks
back.
into the domain with the sacred staff.
Yeah, that's how badass Toji is.
Yeah.
He just breaks into the domain.
I do love it when that lady calls upon his spirit to take over her grandson, and then he's like, oh, that dude died, and he's like, I'm me now, and she's like, that's impossible, and then he just destroys her on the
That's how
spot.
savage.
I was
That's
like,
how
oh
badass he is, and I love
my
Toji's
God.
character so much.
And I love how he invaded the space just because
Yeah.
that dude was stronger. He was just like, oh, you're the strongest. I gotta kill you.
They straight up LT Tensei reanimated that guy in that show. It was so great.
But then
And-
I love it how he just turned it off too. Like he was just like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Nothing.
I was like, what? Just like that?
As soon as he sees his son, that's when he like cuts it off. He's like, oh, you're not, you didn't take the name Zenin, and he's like, no, Fushiguro. And then he's like, he has like a smile, and then he dies there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh damn, that was a father son
that
moment
was a
right there.
father-son moment right
Thanks,
there.
Dad.
Yeah. Oh man, he should have stuck around.
But
That
he
was
doesn't
cool.
even know that's his dad yet.
No,
right?
he doesn't.
No.
Okay,
He has
that's
no
what I
idea.
thought.
He has no idea. And the
then-
fact that is kind of like to prove either how strong Toji is that even Gojo, when he like, even though he killed him, Toji killed Gojo, Gojo's still willing to like, because at the end when he kills him, he's like, oh, just to let you know, my son's about to be sold to the Zenin clan. I
Yeah.
don't know what you're gonna do with that information.
I like
And
that
then
conversation.
He dies, and then Gojo's like, out of respect, I'm kind of like, I'm gonna go save it. I'm gonna go save his. I'm gonna go get his. I'm gonna go save his kid, because if this guy's strong and he can actually kill me, imagine how much stronger Fushiguro can be.
I like when he's trying to tell him. He's like, oh, by the way, he's like, I don't care. Like he's just like, oh, fine by me then.
Yeah. So
And then-
like,
And then that fight sequence between Sukuna and then Jogo.
Maharaga. Oh.
That fight was badass.
Oh yeah.
Out in
I
the
forgot
open.
the
Oh,
volcano
when
guy.
they wipe
With
the entire.
He just clean
Yeah.
kill builds him.
Yeah.
Takes the top of the volcano.
My favorite
off.
fight will be though from that whole season is Sukuna and Maharaga,
Oh yeah, that was such a great.
because that's
fight.
when you see the full potential of like Sukuna's like a whole like a domain expansion.
Oh, yeah.
It literally is a nuke, because literally like a whole crater was left in Shibuya
Benevolent
from that
Shrine
one
is crazy.
from that one domain expansion.
Yeah.
And the fact that as soon as he kills all those people with that ability, and then he's like, you know what, Yuji, I'm gonna let you enjoy this, and then he switches
back to Yuji.
I was
and then
like,
Yuji
damn.
has to see everything just get
that he
destroyed in front of him.
Yeah, that was such
I
a
was like,
crazy
damn,
episode.
Sukuna's a savage.
I do like, and even before that fight happens, when those girls feed Itadori all those fingers,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like about to die, and then he comes out, and he's like, I'll grant you a wish since you saved me or you brought me back out, and then he kills both of them on the spot. I was like,
that's when they first introduced him back into season
yeah,
2.
I was like, why? I was like,
what an introduction back into the season.
I like when he's like bow, and then he swipes his hand, and then he cuts the top off of Jogo's head. And I was like, what the hell? Like,
And then the fight that him and Jogo have right after that is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's just
the
so
king
crazy.
is back.
Oh, I know. Yeah, the fact that he just goes and everything he throws at Sukuna just does not work, and he's like, what is going on here? And then he just gets bodied into all these buildings, and everything comes crashing down, and he gets finished.
I do like that, the way he killed him, though. I was like,
Yeah.
I like how Jogo thought he had a chance against
Yeah.
Sukuna too.
Yeah, I know. I thought that was funny.
He's like, I got this.
well, he knew he wasn't
Gato
gonna
even
do
told
it.
him, he's like, bro, you're no match for him. Like, why are you even trying?
Yeah.
He's like, it's out of the question.
especially since at this point Sukuna has like, or Yuji already has like
I
what,
think
fingers?
16?
16 fingers
Yeah.
in him
Yeah.
already.
It's crazy.
It's like, they ain't no way you killing that guy.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, and that whole fight is.
So
man, I
right
love
now,
the
like
fight.
where I'm at, I'm in the games right now.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
he's battling the dude that has he's like a lawyer.
Hmm,
That's where I'm at.
okay.
He's got the.
I've only watched the first like
gavel.
4 episodes, I think.
It's so far so
They
good.
barely introduced what's his name? I forget his name. That guy they try to go look for at the Flight Club.
Oh, Panda?
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah. There's a guy. He is a student that was kicked out.
Hikari.
He
There,
is badass.
He's the one in the room.
I like his girlfriend. Her power sick.
Her power's pretty cool.
If you haven't seen it yet,
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, wait till it happens.
We'll
'cause
wait for you to watch that.
I was blown away by it. I was like, no way! Like that's
Yeah.
an OP
I've
power.
only like first episode. So I was
Yeah,
like,
the fact that you surpassed me in that is a little crazy. I'm still missing the
Oh, dude,
the
I
last
binged it.
episode.
It was
Yeah.
in the middle of the night, and I was just like, I finished season 2. I was like, I gotta keep going. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so hooked. I need to know like what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I got the last episode still, and then I'm done.
But then also too, my favorite part of also take away from like back to season 2 is pretty much when he does that fight with Mahito and he finally like kills him and like Mahito's literally crawling away from Yuji because he's like scared of him. He's like, oh shit, I can't mess with this guy no more.
Yep.
He used too many black flashes on me and now
So
I can't do
cool.
nothing.
I really thought Yuji was gonna.
And they have
finish
like
him.
that shift with the snow and then him just Yuji's just walking slowly up to him.
Yeah.
And I was like, Yuji, this is only season 2 and you've seen a lot of shit.
That was a total Kill Bill moment when they were like in
Yeah.
the snow when he's trying to walk away. I'm like, this is badass.
You
Well,
know,
technically, the Kill Bill moment is the
Oh,
one with
when
Yeah,
it goes,
that
yeah,
Rocky-
it
with
was
Rocky.
the same. It was the same.
Yeah.
Like I was like, this is dope. Like definitely some
homage to
appreciation. Yeah.
Kill Bill.
I feel like they do a lot of Kill Bill homages in JJK.
Well, I guess-
He must take some inspiration from that for sure.
I guess since we kind of covered up season 2 and we've got like halfway to the JJK season 3, I guess we're gonna have to find another anime to talk about.
I think we're gonna go with
since
Solo
we're
Leveling.
Yeah.
we're kind of caught up with JJK for now because
Get
I think
ready.
part 1's finished, but they still have part 2. But I think that's not coming out till next year. I think.
Oh yeah,
Might as well
yeah.
jump on it then.
All right. Well, I guess you're gonna start hearing some Solo Leveling.
Based on what you've heard, Jill, of this anime, would you even watch it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I'd watch it.
yeah.
Why haven't you made her watch it yet?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
You know, good question. Maybe we'll.
It's time to add her to the Crunchyroll.
I know, right?
Oh, I know.
They'll be
I
able to
gotta
have
get it.
comments.
Oh, you could totally watch all the rom-coms. The Japanese rom-coms are so great. You'll love them.
There's a lot of good
Totodora.
ones
I'm
on
a
One
there.
of my
sucker for a good
favorites.
rom-com.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot on the Crunchyroll. I was scrolling through. I'm like, dang, these are a lot of.
Yeah, you should see my yearly numbers on Crunchyroll is ridiculous. Like I out thousands of hours. It's crazy. Anyhow,
You know what you should really watch? High School DX. No, just kidding.
no, not that one.
No, do not watch High School DxD.
Like, I think it'll be a good time to go into our next segment for our favorite movie trilogies. We're all gonna get a chance to talk about it. We'll start on that side of the table with Devo first, and then we'll go to Jill, you, and then I'll finish it off with me.
Okay, I'll be real quick about it. My favorite trilogy is gonna be Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Why Lord of the Rings? You know,
Because it's goated.
It's goated, yeah. Like
It's goated.
I remember the first time it was like 2001, I think,
Okay.
and I went to the movie theaters and I saw that movie for the first time, and I was just blown away as a little kid. I was like, "Whoa, what's coming next?" And literally back then, you had to wait years before the next movie came out, and the next movie came out like a year or two later, 2 years, 2 years later, and the Two Towers came out, and I was blown away again.
That's my favorite of the trilogy.
Yeah, I love the Two Towers, and there's just so much story lore that it goes into, and so many things that you see in the movies that reflect to the Hobbit, you know, and then things you see in the Hobbit that reflects to, you know, Lord of the Rings, of course. But yeah, there is so much in all three of those movies. But I would have to say my favorite movie is probably Return of the King. Just, you know,
Okay.
it just comes to a conclusion. You see all the fronts of battle, just, you know, all the battlefields are won, lost, you know, whatever it is, and yeah, it's just great. And then you get to the end where you get your little happy ending, kind of
Happy ending.
yeah, but it's a great show, you know, a great movie, a great trilogy.
Does the king get a happy ending?
The king sure does get a happy ending. He gets to marry his
Because I've only seen I've seen all the Hobbit movies, and I've only seen Lord of the Rings 1.
What?
I've only seen half.
What?
I've only seen
I
half
haven't
of
seen
2.
any of them.
Okay, so
Blasphemy to the
FYI,
both of you. That's crazy
FYI,
talk.
Okay, it's all right.
Start to finish.
At least I've seen like at least
This seems
3
up.
of them that are in the story because I watched all the Hobbit ones and then I watched
You
1
need to finish those
Yeah,
two.
and then 1.5, I guess, because
It's
I
such
did
a
like
great.
2.
It's such a great ending to
halfways.
like the entire story.
Yeah,
Like,
and if we're watching start to finish, the extended cuts, it's gonna be 14 hours. Sorry.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I know, but it's a great 14 hours.
But it adds so much context that like things that you question that it answers everything.
Yeah,
for you.
the
Like,
extended
it's
versions
perfect.
just like answer all the questions you have, and then of course the books are just great.
And would you say out of the 3, which one would you say is the weakest one, if there is any weak
the
one?
weakest one? I would.
Or are they all strong?
They're all strong is the thing. But if you're asking me for the weakest one, oh man, it'll probably be number 2.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And the only reason why is because you can't say number 1 because of all the characters that are introduced. You know, it's like Harry Potter.
Lore.
That takes time. The lore, you have to build up the world, you know? So you can't say number 1. And then I can't say number 3 from personally because that's just my favorite. You know, you finally see Legolas take down an elephant with 7 arrows to the head. That was great.
Badass Orlando Bloom.
Sliding down a trunk.
Daddy Bloom.
That's right. You know,
He was daddy because he was also in Pirates of the Caribbean.
He still is.
I will say, Two Towers had the best comedy scenes of all of them.
Yes,
for sure. Like there was so much laughter for me in Two Towers. Yeah, but if there was a weak one, I would say Two Towers. Yeah, although they're all great, they're all strong.
I think the 2 is more of like a filler between 1 and 3, but like it does a good job of like explaining getting from here to there, like that path that they take.
Yeah, and then one cool thing that kind of spins off of the Two Towers is Rohan. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. It's the animated version of Lord of the Rings.
Never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it, so that's going to be on my next watch list to check out for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Before we go on to Jill, is there a magic set or is it just a lair?
It's a magic set.
Okay,
No, it's
all
a whole set. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I missed that set entirely, so I don't even know what came out of it, other than the One Ring to
The
roll them
One
all.
Ring
The One
that
Ring to
Post
roll them
Malone
all.
has.
Yeah, and
which
it's written
I got
in
to
there.
meet.
Oh,
That's right, yeah.
Post Malone, and you got your Lily signed by Post.
And I got my awesome Liliana vest.
Because isn't the One Ring to rule them all that he has? Isn't it written in the scripture?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think he specifically said like, don't reprint this card.
Yeah.
To them, like, because it's worth so much money.
They're gonna reprint it. It's magic.
Yeah. Well, I know
they reprinted everything.
I know he has a bunch of the Black Lotuses.
Mm.
I don't know if he's trying to collect them all, but I know there's only like a handful of them left.
Yeah.
All right, Jill, let's hear your
Cool.
trilogy.
All right. We were talking about it earlier, Jordan, but Toy Story. Is there a 4th one?
There is a 4th
There
one.
is, but
But does that count as a...
I don't know,
comes
because we
later.
were talking to a friend about this
don't
yesterday.
know.
Because I was like also thinking now, I was like, ooh, I would say Toy Story, the Toy Story series. But then he's like, well, there's technically a 4th one, so it's really not a trilogy. But then I was like, but I
That was a while
I
between
like
those, so-
4.
Yeah, there's like a decade.
Like I like
between them.
4, but like I love all 3, like 1, 2, and 3. And then he's like, well, then you could just say that about any movie that has 3 movies
Lord
and
of
then
the
a 4
Rings has
movies.
6 movies, but like the
Well,
prequel-
not really, because they're called Hobbit. It's
but
called
they-
Hobbit. It's
they're
not called Lord of the Rings.
I know, but they're prequels though,
Mm-hmm.
and they're based in the same realm. With
But
some
hey,
of the
if you want to
same
say Toy
characters.
Story,
I think I'm
we're not
gonna say that one.
We're not gonna judge you. We're not gonna say no.
Yeah.
You can't.
This is your trilogy.
I know.
That's right.
What you think your trilogy
No,
is?
it's just like the childhood nostalgia, you know, just like the toys we had growing up. And
Oh, yeah.
Working with kids. I mean, obviously, I think about that kind of stuff. So, I'm a good sucker for a good Hallmark trilogy too.
Oh yeah, I do
All
like
the
way it
rom-com.
ends. Yeah,
But tell us more about your Toy Story thing. Like I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I think just having kind of a childlike heart too, and working with 3-year-olds, and just they bring their little comfort, you know, stuffed animal or something, and it's just it reminds me of that movie, and just how much just like a physical object can be so deep too.
I think we all had one.
It's like a little comfort.
I had a Lion King
I love
blanket.
my stuffed animals. I'm not
yeah.
afraid to say that.
I'd say my favorite one though from Toy Story is like 2, because that's when they introduced Zurg.
Zurg.
Which
Oh,
I always
yeah.
thought was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I want that. I want that as a toy. That seems like a cool toy. to
I
have.
am your father.
I think the first one's my favorite for sure.
Okay.
Oh, it's a classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
First
that
can't go wrong
story
with the first one.
with Sid, the crazy neighbor.
Oh yeah.
So good.
It was a little scary though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Sid-
watching.
Oh
that, I
yeah,
was like,
definitely. Especially the little spider with the doll head on it.
Mm-hmm.
just crawling around.
Yeah.
Yep. Sid the garbage man. There you go.
Well,
But even though they were creepy, like after you get to like know them a little bit more in their story, you're like, oh, these guys they're kind of cute in a way, in their own weird way.
Mm-hmm.
I think my funniest thing from that movie is like one of the toys is a fishing rod with legs from a Barbie. That's
Oh, yeah.
considered a hooker.
Oh.
'Cause it's-
Thanks,
I was-
Disney,
'cause it's
throwing it in
I
there.
know, right?
I was like, how they got away with that one, I'll never know. But damn, that was funny.
That's funny.
I didn't
think
figure
about
that out till later on down in life. I'm like, oh,
I mean, I just figured
so
it out
that's a
now.
hooker.
Like 1 to 3, you kind of just grow the toys, and then like 3 is like the perfect send away because it's like Andy getting older, he's passing his toys down to someone else.
Cue the waterworks.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be us. Like
Yeah.
the time that movie
It's
came
pretty
out.
We're
much-
just getting old, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which it kind of like it relates to all of us because it's just like we grew up with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now Andy's was growing up like at 1, and
We're
then
growing
2,
up.
3. Now he's older, just like us at that point when 3 came out, and he's letting go of his toys, and you're just like, damn, that hit me in the feelings
That's
right
rough.
there.
You know, and I gotta ask. So, are the rumors true about them making a 5th?
Yeah, they're making it fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because I saw an advertisement on
When-
on TikTok about a little tablet. Or what are those?
I'm gonna take a
Leapfrog.
shot at Disney, but all they can do is just sequels nowadays. I feel.
Remakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live action.
You can fight us in the comments, but I feel like every single movie they've come out with for right now has kind of been
A cash grab.
a
It has
sequel,
for sure been a
a
cash grab.
remake. They've had a couple side projects, but I feel like when they have like their side like that are actually different movies, they don't advertise them as much.
No.
And then it's like this movie, like I don't know, like perfect examples. Element, I think it was called Elementals.
Element.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Elementals,
Actually, that was
so
good.
like that wasn't really that much advertised, and then I actually went to go see it because I was like, I want to go see it. It was
I
actually
love-
pretty
I
good.
loved Elementals.
And then
They
they
get
were like,
deep.
I know, and
Disney's
then
getting deep.
and then I was like, and then I think shortly after that, they were like, oh yeah, they're not doing an Elements 2 because Elementals 1 didn't do so well. And it's like, well, I don't think I saw that much advertisement for it. I just randomly,
Who said?
I know.
Yeah.
Who told me like anything about this movie? I kind of just stumbled across it because I saw one quick little trailer. But they're like for all their other movies like that are sequels and remakes, they have heavy marketing. But like for their actual projects that are actually kind of different, they don't really advertise, and then they wonder why they do bad.
Or they're live action. Or they just make it a live action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does the casting for those? You know, didn't even look like
Yeah.
him. Okay.
But Elementals, that was a great movie. I love that
good.
movie. The
Yeah.
music was great, characters were awesome, and I'm sad that we're not gonna get a sequel
Yeah.
for that one.
I will say the last good movie I saw from them would probably be what is it? It's what's the one with the Rock and he's the fairy in the jungle. Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise.
I felt like that was the
Jungle-
last good movie.
Okay.
yeah,
they
that one
made.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was alright.
I liked it. It
I
had
think my
some-
first favorite Pixar movie was Coco.
Coco was good.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about The Book of Life? You like that
Oh,
one?
I remember that movie.
That
It was kind of
movie-
funny because I thought they were the same movie
That
because
movie-
they're like they have the same like culture.
They're trying to do
put
similar
behind
ones.
it,
Yeah.
so it's
Well,
similar stuff. So I was
the
like,
Book of Life was first, then it was Coco.
but I love Coco.
So DreamWorks didn't do a whole lot of advertising with it, and it was a good movie.
That's
But,
actually pretty good.
but Coco did a ton of advertising, and they made more money with it.
Yeah, Coco's great.
Yeah.
Every time I can't barely watch it now because like the ending gets me every single time. Even though I've seen that movie like like 3-4 times, I was like the ending hits me every single time. So I'm like I can't watch that movie.
It's a
You just
very
feel it coming.
yeah. It's a very good culturally like accurate movie when it comes.
And
to
like
that
Disney,
stuff.
I'm not saying that like that we're talking like kind of bad about Disney now, but like they were like during that time with Coco, they had tons of stuff like that were coming out. Like even though I was annoyed by it, Frozen was great. I remember,
I love Frozen.
but like
Let
after
it
a while,
go.
Let it go.
having everyone sing that
Turning
song
into
and
a
hearing it
musical.
everywhere,
Yeah.
advertisement everywhere, I
So,
slowly ended up not liking it.
Is Luca Pixar or is
Luca-
that DreamWorks?
Actually, never finished Luca.
I think it's
No, it's Pixar.
Pixar?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Is
couldn't
it
remember.
Pixar?
Pixar's put out some good stuff.
Yeah,
too.
Luca's really good. I enjoyed Luca.
didn't get a chance to see that one yet.
Yeah, it's pretty. I liked it. You should check it out.
So it's like definitely Disney does have their movies. It just seems as of recent they're having a lot less good movies.
Yeah.
And a lot of less
It's-
originality.
It's a lot of laziness, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, into their work. If they just put a little bit more effort, they'd be so much better.
Be creative.
Be creative.
Yeah.
Like, because you can
Be
think,
spontaneous.
like when you think Disney, you mostly think of like all the old Pixar movies, like Wall-E, Monsters
Oh,
Inc.,
so good.
Wally was a good one.
Incredibles.
So good.
Those are already
Ooh.
3 different.
Oh.
We're slated for a 3 already.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're in 2028.
And it's like that's already 3 different movies, and they're all very different. And it's just like now that you don't see that translation anymore to like movies now. Everything kind of just feels the same. But like those 3 movies right there are very different in their own right, and they all came out around that same time. And it's just whenever I think Disney, I just think back to those old Pixar movies. I don't really think of any like projects that Disney are doing
no,
now.
definitely not.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear your trilogy.
Technically, I would say like I would have 2, but I'll go, I think the biggest one for me is like Back to the Future. 1, 2, and 3. I love.
Classic.
I remember growing
funny
up.
story about that actually. I had never seen it, and this guy
Oh,
came to
yeah.
my house. Was it one night or 2 nights that we did?
No, it was one. We watched all 3 of
We
them in one
watched
night.
all 3 in one night. I remember that.
They're only like an hour and a half each. So
Yeah, they're not that long.
Yeah.
And we're just there hanging out, and he was like, and I was like, oh yeah, it's on. I want to watch it because there's not really anywhere to watch it. And then I guess they had it free on
On
Netflix because
Netflix,
it was
yeah.
leaving like a day after that.
Yeah, I was leaving soon.
I was like, oh, let's watch this. And then D was like, you want to know what? I was like, what? He's like, I actually never seen Back to the Future. I was like, are you serious? And I was like, well, now we're going to watch them all. And we did watch all 3 of them in that same night.
Yep, sure did.
But yeah, I think those movies were fun. Honestly, that growing up, I remember watching those movies so much that I think
your DVD?
The original version the original copies that I got, I think got super scratched up or got super messed up because I watched it so much that they had to buy us another set of the movies because I watched it way too much.
Yeah.
And yeah, honestly, I love all of them, but I think I love the first one because it's like the classic.
Of course.
And like 2, I think the only thing I enjoy 2, but I think what made me like it is like the twist at the end when it's like Doc gets sent back home, and then Marty's left in that times thing.
He's stuck. Oh, I know.
And then he gets a message from Doc because now Doc's in the western, even further back down. And I was like, at that time, I was like, that's a twist. Like I wasn't expecting that. I was like, oh snap, I wasn't expecting this. Yeah. But now, as I see them now, I still enjoy them. But it's kind of funny now that I watch them now is that it's literally kind of the same story that you have in 1. That's just in 2 and 3, just rewritten in a different time frame, pretty much. But it has almost the same steps.
I would say the second one's my favorite. I like when they're in the future.
Yeah, that one's definitely cool.
I like that one.
It's definitely cool because you get to see that futuristic stuff, which was
we have none of that stuff.
Which was 2025 was when we went back in there, and it's like we came to 2025. We're like thinking, oh yeah, it's gonna be Back to the Future style, and then we're here. And it's still the same.
I still don't have my instant food or flying cars.
Or my hoverboard.
Lexus actually supposedly made that.
They do, yeah. But it's limited. It's in a
or
preset square.
Yeah.
What is it? Jaws 4D?
Oh, yeah, Jaws 30 or something.
Jaws 30.
No, but it was like 4D or 5D.
Yeah.
Well, we do 40. Have 4DX movies. It's just not like that, though.
Yeah. But yeah, that movie was definitely cool because you just got to see all that stuff, and you're just like, I really wonder if we're gonna have that in 2025. Because at that time when it came out, you're like, 2025, that's gonna be a long ways. And look at we're already at 2025, and we still don't have any of that cool stuff.
I know, dude.
Well, I don't know. Maybe our boy Elon will get all that stuff from Back to the Future into the real world.
He is working on that flying car.
I mean,
supposedly.
we got automated cars now.
I know.
Yeah, he did tell us to watch out for November for his flying car.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who was he talking to about that? Remember we mentioned that?
I have no idea.
Oh man,
I remember. It was in an interview or something like that. I just don't remember who it was.
I don't remember who was interviewing him.
But one thing I do like about Back to the Future, it's Whittier's claim to fame because they filmed in a bunch of different locations here at Whittier High.
Whittier High, and then the Puente Hills Mall. Rest in peace, the Puente Hills Mall, because they're actually finally closing it down fully.
R.I.P.
They're doing a lot of construction,
and it's kind of weird because I've been hearing speculation of what they're gonna turn it into. So I'm thinking I'm thinking like outside door mall, like because you're trying to make it more modern because that was a very outdated mall. And I feel like it should be more to terms like the Brea Mall. That's what I was thinking they were gonna do, like a full we redo. And then I've been hearing speculation, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're probably gonna turn it into an AI data center."
I heard that.
I was like, "The hell? Like, why are we doing that?" Like, when you put an AI data center, but when you do something like that, you have to put that somewhere that people can't just drive by into by the data centers. You want them in the middle of nowhere because people could just drive by there. So there's so many security things that could possibly happen with that if they actually put an AI data center there.
I'm a little sad because the 50th anniversary, I think it was the 50th anniversary just passed. You and I went to at the Puente Hills Mall. They had like a gathering of a bunch of DeLoreans that are still left. A bunch of people dressed up in cosplay
and showing the movie.
Even though
it wasn't really working.
I know. Yeah, I'm trying to get on the projector. But no, it was cool to see everybody gathered there for the 50th anniversary. And then they reenacted where Marty comes down the hill on his skateboard.
We didn't see it though.
No, I know there was too many people.
There was too many people. I couldn't even record it even with my tallness.
Yeah, it's sad to say that we won't even get to go to it this year because they're gonna tear it down.
Yeah, and they're even tearing down the movie theater. I always go to that movie theater.
Everything in there is except for round one, I think.
I think round one might be closing too.
Really?
I'm not entirely sure. But I feel like round one in the movie theater was pretty much what's keeping that mall. So the fact to get rid of those.
Literally, it's like a bowl. Well, remember where we went for prom?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
It's like Dave and Buster's, pretty much
for kids.
Nice.
Not really.
Well, it's got more adult stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of adult stuff in there.
Yeah, they have all kinds of stuff. They have
arcades,
I love bowling.
I love all of them. They're all great. The first one's still my favorite one. The music is always my favorite. Like Mr. Sandman. I love that song.
I forget what the director's name was. It Zemeckis? What's the
Robert Zemeckis?
Yeah, Robert Zemeckis. That guy knows how to make a good classic movie.
And then Johnny Be Good, my favorite song
from
one. And I think they were all fun in their own right, even if it was kind of the same story. But like that was my childhood because I could watch those endlessly pretty much. And I think the other trilogy I could say like shortly, like which I really like is the like Pirates of the Caribbean movies, like 1 to 3. Pretty much were my favorite because I remember like watching the first one and then watching the second one and like the twist, the ending of the second one where it's like Captain Barbossa is like, "Hey, I'm back." I was like, "Oh snap!" And then they killed off my boy Johnny Depp and that Jack Sparrow, which I was shocked. I was like, "Oh my gosh, they just killed my boy." But Jack
I do
Sparrow.
love how they go to Davy Jones' locker just to save him though.
And then also too, like you get into World's End, and I don't know, just like the visuals, especially like that last the boat sequence where they're battling the ship from Davy Jones is just like really like it just looks really good. Yeah. And honestly, I just really enjoyed those movies. And then also too, it's like iconic because like I knew about Pirates of the Caribbean because of the ride at Disneyland.
Yeah. I think they did a really good job of doing that adaptation from a ride to a movie.
Yeah, definitely.
There's been a few good movies that are like that.
Yeah, because I don't think
you have the Jungle Cruise, you have Tomorrowland. That was a good one. I don't know if you guys ever seen that one.
Yep.
Yeah, because I don't think Pirates of the Caribbean there was anything before. It was just the ride. So the fact that was like kind of not heard of because you're like basing a movie off of a ride. So you're pretty much like taking. There's like lore, but it's not like it tells you the lore in there. So you kind of have to come up with your own thing, but you just have to like do set pieces that are from the ride
which was easy
put into here. But yeah, definitely ride to movie. Never thought that would be a thing, and then here we are with Pirates of the Caribbean, and I think all three of them are great. Stranger Tides is a little boring.
I didn't care for it.
Even though Jack Sparrow is like the main character in there, because he's always been the side character. It's kind of funny though when you think about the first 3 movies. He's always meant to be like the side character, but he literally felt like he was the main character from 1 to 3. Because like the main characters are supposed to be Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And then what's his name? Orlando Bloom again.
Yeah.
In another iconic series right there with the Lord of the Rings. Now Pirates of the Caribbean.
I just remember his name being Bootstrap. I just can't remember.
Bootstrap Bill.
No,
That's
his
his
dad.
father.
That's
his father.
Oh, Will.
Will Turner.
Will Turner. That's right.
There we go. Yeah, I love those movies. Like the action. I think for the movies, I think they felt like they were very ahead of their time during that time of movies.
Oh yeah.
Like I loved those are great. And then especially like the second one with the Kraken as well.
Oh yeah. I think Johnny Depp was born to play that character.
Epic scene with the Jack Sparrow slashing his sword into the Kraken. I was like, oh my gosh, he's going out like a badass though, right there. But honestly, he made that movie, and I love his character so much.
I think he was built for that role.
Yeah, he literally was.
I can't see anybody else playing that role.
And it goes to show like how much of like he's enjoyed that character, because apparently I hear that he goes to like a lot of hospitals as Jack Sparrow and goes like see these like
he did that at the ride too at Disneyland.
Yeah, when they reopened it. Yeah,
he used to actually be in the ride, and he would actually be in one of the barrels, I think, and he would be in different parts of the ride.
That's cool.
I don't know how often he did that. I never got to see that, but I remember he did do that for a little bit. So it's like he just enjoyed the role, and you could definitely see it if he's doing all this extra stuff for them.
100%.
So, like, definitely a cool guy.
For sure.
But all right. Onto your trilogy.
Dude, I have two really good trilogies. I'll start with the first one, the Matrix trilogies.
Okay.
I love those ones just because the CGI, the fight scenes, the story it tells from start to finish. I mean, because I remember as a kid watching that, I was like, I've never seen anything as visually awesome, and especially with the fights and stuff. Like nothing else was out at that time that I was like blown away by. I mean, the first one is kind of like telling you the truth, like, hey, like we're living in a simulation, like none of this matters. And I remember a lot of people were questioning, like, how do we know if we're not? And it's just like, you don't know.
red pill, blue pill.
Exactly. Yeah. So,
and the iconic line, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, I think you never forget that.
That was a great one,
dude. And just from the first one to the second one, like the fight sequences, like the freeway scene, and the second one's probably like one of the better battles. Just they built an entire 2-mile loop just to film that sequence of them on the freeway. So like I don't know where they built it, but like they were actually crashing cars and things like that. Like most of it, there was a few CGI things, but for the most part, the chases and stuff, it was all done on a track that they built.
Okay.
Which is pretty epic. And then the third one, that's just kind of where you get those two all-out wars where it's like the machines are battling the humans, and then Neo's inside the Matrix battling Mr. Anderson. And that fight sequence between the two of them was just reminding me of like Dragon Ball, where like both guys flying super strong, just duking it out. And then like just the way it ends was perfect.
Okay.
The two newer ones that came out from the Matrix, they're okay.
I don't even remember what they were called.
I don't even remember either. But like, actually, it wasn't even 2. I think it's just 1 so far. But it just kind of felt like a nostalgia grab. Like they were trying to throw things at you. They don't even have they only have 2 people from the original cast.
We talked about that in the last podcast, where it's just like I feel like like when you get to a certain like point, and it's like considered legacy now, you get a movie out and it's just there's like some story to it, but a lot of it's just like throwbacks to the previous movies, and it's like it could be cool, but at the same time it's like you said, it takes away from what it could have been. It could have been its own story, or it could have pushed the story in a different direction. Instead, you're kind of just getting nostalgia.
Yeah,
that's pretty much the whole takeaway from that whole movie, pretty much.
Yeah, so I mean that's a really good trilogy for me. Like I kind of, and I have all of them on Blu-ray, so like anytime I ever want to go back and look at it, I'm just like, like it's funny looking at the graphics then to now. I'm just like, where did we go? Like we've taken a step back in some movies that I'm like, we're
using a lot of AI now, compared to
which is lazy
original CGI where that took skill.
Yeah, it's less people hands on, and it's just more like type this prompt in.
Yeah,
go.
It's like mechanics. Mechanics are a dying breed. Not a lot of people know how to fix their cars nowadays.
Blue collar jobs are a dying breed too.
It's a dying breed. Everything's being outsourced. It's being mechanicalized, or AI, computerized.
Like The Flash. That movie had a lot of AI stuff in it. And it was kind of poorly cheesy made. Like great story, but it's just like you were kind of lazy on the animation. Like we're coming off of like, when a Batman versus Superman, I'm just like, that was great. They did a good job of like portraying who those.
Doomsday looked all right in
that
movie.
Well, yeah,
He could have looked cooler.
I didn't like it, but yes, you're right.
Yeah,
at the same time, I feel like there's a lot of like with that like AI slop they say, but also too it could be very helpful, like just helping in general if you're just using it for little small tasks or little things. But like when you're using it to make a whole movie, it's kind of just like, really, come on. I've lost our creative edge to be able to like do a whole movie. But for little tasks,
college students making movies with AI, and the whole movie is AI based. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like.
So there's a good, there's a bad with it. Like AI, it depends on how you use it. Pretty much, I feel is like the takeaway from that.
Yeah.
But would you say there's any from the 3, any of would you say is the weakest one, if there's any?
It's kind of hard to say that there's any. I have a favorite. I don't dislike any of the movies. I think all of them are. I think they each play a particular role for setting up the final scenes.
Which one's your favorite?
Definitely the third one, because of just the 2 epic battles that are going on. Neo's fighting the machines in the machine world to prevent the machines in the real world killing the people that he loves. So it's like he's doing it to save them, but like they don't know where he's at. They don't even know if he's there. But at one point when he is there, the machines stop fighting him. So it's like, oh, we know who that is, like who's fighting for us. And then obviously when he wins, like the machines go away forever after that. So like I would probably say the third one's the best one, because it closes the chapter for a bunch of things. Like certain main characters die and we're just meant to be like, okay, they've sacrificed their life for humanity to just live on.
And then from that point on, Keanu Reeves, every single role he plays is just John.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. And then for my second favorite trilogy, I would probably say Transformers, the first 3. Yeah. The Michael Bay ones, the ones that matter.
Those ones are great.
Yeah.
I like all 3 of them, but I think my least favorite one is probably 3.
Yeah, same.
2 is my favorite. Revenge of the Fallen is my favorite one.
No, for real. That one is
That's
badass.
when you get to see Optimus Prime go ham on I think he fights 3 different Decepticons all at once.
Yeah,
that's when he uses his sword.
He fights Blackout, Starscream, and Megatron.
Oh, that was such a sick fight.
And then Megatron gets that cheap shot.
He was just aura farming in that fight.
Yeah,
so good.
I always love the first one. The first one was so.
That's why I think you're gonna really like, if you like aura farming, you're definitely gonna like solo leveling.
Of course,
great,
dude.
Man.
Of course,
you're gonna love that one.
And you got to see all the cool Transformers in that movie. Like you got to see Devastator with the Constructicons. And then you got to see the Wreckers, the NASCAR ones that were like the 3 Irish brothers. I thought that was pretty sick too. So
yeah, and supposedly he might be coming back to do some more Transformers movies.
I know.
I heard about
Shia LaBeouf's coming back, and I think Megan Fox is coming back too.
If Shia LaBeouf can stay out of trouble,
for real, dude, for real.
Just do it.
I'm like, stop.
It feels like every single time I hear something about Shia LaBeouf, it's like him getting in trouble again. It's just like, here we are again.
Well, you got to remember though, like he was a kid actor, so like the shit he went through growing up has just affected him now. Like he looks crazy.
In a way, it's like kind of like podcast for me because like he's like, all right, I just did this bad thing. Now I can go talk about it on a podcast because I feel like every single time he like a situation like that happens with him, next day after he like it gets cleared up or whatever, he's on a podcast talking about it
again.
Dude, his podcast when he was with John Bernthal, dude, like I was like, that's a whole nother level of him that nobody knew about, and then right after that, everybody was like, oh, we get it, and then he goes and does something like that. I'm just like, bro, stop, like.
You need to chill.
Yeah, I'm like, please be in the next Transformers. That's all I'm asking. Like, don't let them replace you.
And going on to like stuff like that, like where it's like if it will ever get made, if he can get out of trouble, is like again with like the what's the movies? Spider-Man, the Into the Spider-Verse type movie.
Yeah.
Because they have the first two, but then the third one, who knows when that's coming out? Because I think like the voice actors become kind of a weirdo. I think from that plays Miles Morales. So it's like, bro, I want to get the third movie, but now they might have to recast them because of all the little things that have been happening with them. And I'm just like, bro, I'm never gonna get 3, am I? I'm never gonna be able to see the conclusion of this epic series. Oh, that's definitely a movie you should probably watch. Into the Spider-Verse.
I've seen them.
Is great.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
nice.
cool.
I've seen them all.
Spider-Gwen.
I
love it.
Because I don't think we've ever talked about it, so I didn't even know if you watched it or not.
No, I was blown away by
I
the
love
visuals.
both of the movies are great.
That was one of the first Disney movies where I think they did like what it was 25 frames per second.
Yeah.
Or
no,
it was more
that was Arcane.
Arcane. Which one?
That was Arcane when the Arcane season 2. Are you talking about
that?
that?
They had done some crazy frame animation on the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah. What was it? It's with the.
Yeah.
What's that guy's name? I think it's the Punk Spider-Man, Spider-Punk.
Oh yeah.
I think he has like a gimmick. I think everything he pops up.
It's because he's a comic book.
He's like in 2 frames. Like I forget what it. There's a whole gimmick that's tied to him, which is kind of cool. So every time you see him, there's like a gimmick that gets added to his the way they do the editing there.
Do the editing on him. Yeah. And it's always visually
and to think
nice.
That with like how great that movie looked, that we were almost about to get a Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I know.
Style movie.
Warner Brothers dropped the ball on that one.
I would love Batman Beyond. I love
Terry
Batman
McGinnis,
Beyond.
badass dude.
Yeah.
I remember watching the show when it used to be on the Channel 5.
Kids WB.
Yeah,
Kids
Kids WB.
Oh, we're old.
I remember his design. The design for his character was so cool.
I love finding out down the line that he's just a clone of Bruce Wayne and like he's more badass than I thought he was.
So the fact that we could have gotten that type of animation from those movies as a Batman Beyond movie
Would have been sick. Would have been sick.
Warner Brothers, you dropped the ball there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if James Gunn can fix it.
Hopefully.
I hope
No,
so.
I don't know. I don't think so.
No.
Because they shelved that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they
Well,
didn't say they didn't cancel it. They were just like, let's just put it up here for I think it's here's the thing. It's like when we have completely no ideas, we're gonna use this movie as our save and grace.
If I'm being honest, I would have loved to see Edward Pattinson as the Batman Beyond.
You mean Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson.
Edward Pattinson.
Who the hell is that?
Who
the hell is that, man?
Over here thinking Twilight. Oh man, I sparkle in the sun.
Skin of a killer, Bella.
Robert Pattinson's coming after you now.
Anyways, yeah, I think he would have been a great Batman Beyond.
I can't wait till number 2 comes out.
He's in so many good movies coming out. He's coming out in the Odyssey. He's coming out in the Batman too.
The one with Zendaya.
And then there's one more he's coming out, and I just can't remember what it is.
Dune.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's gonna be the white character, right?
That's right. Yeah,
all white guy.
Yeah. He's killing it right now.
Yeah, he definitely has some good movies under his belt this year.
Definitely.
He's definitely moved away from like that
Sparkly
Edward
vampire.
Cullen.
Vampire.
You know a lot of characters. Like people that play certain characters, they're just known for that character. But he's been able to step out of that, and I kind of see him more as a Bruce Wayne now.
Yeah, he's more a Batman to me than he was the vampires now, and he did such a good job in that movie. I believed the broodiness that he.
I didn't know when I first started that he was casted as that. I was like, I don't know about that, but I'll give him a chance because like
that first 10-minute sequence where he beats that guy down, I was like, oh yeah, we're here.
That's
we're for a good time.
That's why movies weren't that great, but I had fun watching them. I was like, I like to see him in something else, so I'll give him a chance.
And he finally got out of that shadow.
I saw a movie and I was like, oh damn.
Yeah,
because he got very much a detective type of Batman, which was
awesome.
Which was always a takeaway from like the Arkham games. You had like that you had like the fight, but then you also had like that detective mode,
which is what he's truly known for.
Yeah, so it definitely felt very video game. The video game Batman that we've grown to love in the Arkham series into the Batman, which was really cool. Definitely. So like it added something that we never saw with the Batman.
Oh yeah. That's, you know what, you're right. I didn't think in all the other Batman movies we didn't really get the whole detective thing. It was just smart and beat down people. That was it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I shouldn't say that. Christopher Nolan's Batman, he was very much detective in that.
Was he?
Yeah, don't you remember in this? I think it's the second one when there's a bullet that shot somewhere, and then he get reconstruction in his lab, and he does reverse engineer it.
Probably like little
Yeah.
instances.
Same
but,
thing
like,
with like in the first one with like the crane substance when he's trying to figure out what the
okay.
gas is. So we got a little taste
yeah, a
of
little,
it,
you know, a little
of
taste with it, but like I feel like it was more.
Like the third one was not detected at
No.
all. It was just beat down only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark
Right.
Knight.
We'll have to
My
cover
favorite
that
one.
trilogy on another day.
My favorite movie.
But
Yeah.
let's get into final thoughts of the
Yeah.
episode today. Like any final thoughts of today?
Yeah.
Things we talked about.
Oh man, that was great.
Are you
I
excited to be back?
I am so excited to be back, and I'm so excited to start putting more input on the next seasons
Series.
of shows you're gonna be watching.
Hell
you know,
yeah, dude.
I can't wait to have like sit down discussions outside of the
And
podcast.
we were talking
just to
about
get your
this
ideas on it.
earlier, but like we were saying, like you guys were saying that it was like I should watch DBZ.
Oh yes, I totally thought that Izzy had watched DBZ.
Heck no, I've seen like a couple episodes.
This entire all these years of our friendship, you know, just ruined.
But
I was
I've-
like,
Jordan's-
get out of here.
Jordan's always kind of knew that because whenever he talked about it, I was just like, it's like all right, like I never hated it, I just never got
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, I was
I'm
so
like,
surprised.
I
So I
will
was
say we'll be able to direct you on which ones to watch. Like you don't have to watch
I just
Dragon
watched
Ball.
Super.
You don't really need to watch Dragon Ball unless you want to know the backstory of Goku. If you just jump into Dragon Ball Z
Dragon Ball Super.
and dude, Dragon, but you
Dragon
gotta
Ball
watch.
Z.
You gotta watch Z to get into Super because there's so much like build up to it.
There is
Just
a
when you
lot.
think that he's like the strongest at the end of Dragon Ball Z, we get into Super.
All I do-
you realize he ain't
All I
shit.
gotta say is, as long as you don't make me watch GT.
No, I
Yeah,
won't.
we're not gonna make you watch GT.
It's not canon, dude. We don't have to cover that.
Although
But I was saying-
although I've been seeing some animations of things and like drawings of things, I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not.
The only
Yeah.
thing
It
that came
is.
out of the GT that I remember that came out of was Super
Super
Saiyan
Saiyan
4.
Super Saiyan 4, SS4.
But they cheated. Well, Vegeta cheated.
Vegeta cheated. He
Yeah.
uses the rays
Yeah.
from Bulma's machine. Yeah.
But yeah, if you want me to watch DBZ, then I would say, because Devil's already watched this, but this is like probably one of my favorite animes because I know Dragon Ball is your favorite anime. Is I would say you watch Code Geass. Then.
Oh,
All right.
you should watch it. It's a great one. It's for
I don't know if
sure-
you'll necessarily like because it definitely feels more story
Driven.
It's story based and more of a mind game. Type
Yeah,
of
there is
anime.
action. So I'm like, if you want me to watch Dragon Ball Z, which
Sure.
is your favorite anime, I will say you should watch my favorite anime, which is Code Geass, which I haven't talked about too much on here. Which I think if Jordan ends up watching it, we will talk about it,
I
and
probably
then
will.
we'll talk about Dragon Ball Z.
I don't
when
mind a
watch it.
story-driven anime. Like I don't get me wrong, the action's cool to throw in there, but like something that's story-driven and kind of hooks me on it, like I'll watch it. I
Or
don't
we
know.
could both
Just
be,
wait until you get into the rom-coms. Oh man. Yeah.
Or we could both be at the starting point for Free Run because I haven't got into it, but that's very story
I am a
driven.
big Free-Run fan. I love it.
This guy over
Yeah.
here.
Oh man.
But yeah,
I could go on.
Definitely
into
an anime
hours
that
for
we could watch together because
Yeah.
I have no
I'm down
thoughts
with
about
that.
it. I just knew it was like I watched the first episode and it didn't feel too interesting to me.
And
but
that one's a story based. So you're talking about Free-Run right now,
yeah,
correct?
Free Run.
So Free-Run is a story base where the main story is already over, where they've already defeated the Demon King and all this stuff, and you know it goes into the story of a new adventure with the person who lives a very long time in Alpha. Obviously, they live forever. So
Spoilers.
spoilers.
Yeah.
It goes into the story of this elf girl who fought the original Demon King, losing her friends who have
Yeah,
students.
no, that's definitely spoilers.
Well, I mean,
We
she
could
don't-
have
she don't
waited.
lose-
You could have waited for us to watch it.
Anywho,
La, 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 la,
Yeah,
la, la,
it's
la,
great.
la.
I didn't hear nothing.
it's great. You guys need to watch it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, if you want, I'll watch Dragon Ball Z if you watch Code Geass.
That's a deal.
It's 2 seasons, so it's only
Oh, you got a lot of
30
seasons to catch, Tom.
it's like 30, I think 30, 36, 37 episodes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like 6 different arcs in Dragon Ball Z.
If you start Code
Yeah.
Geass, I don't know, sometime this week I'll start Dragon Ball Z.
I feel
Alright,
like
fair enough.
there's over 150 episodes.
There
of Dragon
is.
Ball. Yeah, maybe
It's
more
weird.
than
It's
200.
they're not so much seasons. It's just like the next chapter in the thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
you'll know when it ends because it'll say, like, "Oh, what will happen to our friends next
Next
season?"
season.
And-
Okay.
but then you'll know it starts because it's like it goes right into the next one.
Yeah.
And it honestly feels like the time span of between all of this happening is only a couple years.
Okay.
So like, I mean, you'll know it's been a couple years because the kids in there have aged a little bit and they've gotten a bit older. So like, but you can understand like from here to here, you're like, that's only been maybe a few years that's passed.
Okay.
So
Well.
everything's very relatively connected and
Time
close.
to watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. My favorite arc though for anybody is Vegeta.
Oh
Because
yeah.
Well, I was
where
always-
he is to where he goes down to where he comes back up, you're just like,
That's where I've always watched. Well, I've only like the couple episodes that I've like episodes that I watch and like the movies I watch, it's like I think Vegeto's always like my like favorite guy.
He's relatable.
Even though I don't really know too much about him, but I'm like, I think he was always a cool character because I was like, I don't really care for Goku.
Yeah.
I like Vegeta though.
Everybody shows love to Goku, but I think Vegeta has the better arc just because it's like he's a badass, he's a villain. But
I just know he's a better dad than Goku.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Fight me on that.
Yeah.
But Joe, from like what are your final thoughts? Take away from this podcast.
Just to keep learning more. I just want to say how proud of you all that I am because it takes guts to do something like this. So.
I know the camera.
Way to make your dreams come true.
Yes.
But wait, whenever you're down here, if you want to join us on the podcast,
Yeah,
we'd love to have
I'll
you
watch
back.
some and then
Yeah.
I'll have some input.
There
some
we
more
go.
input.
yeah, we would love
He's
to
gonna
have.
Besides
educate
rom-coms
you.
and Disney.
He better educate you.
That's right.
We'll point you
And
in
Get
the
like,
on him
also
for
too,
that.
since we talk about movies and like we'll probably maybe talk about books, if we know that you're gonna be here, we could probably try
Yeah.
adding those into
You could
the
tell us
topics.
something you want to talk about.
Yeah.
We don't mind.
First ever podcast, guys.
That's awesome.
This is big for me too.
Yeah, it definitely. Also,
thank
too, like
you.
you could just leave send Devil's like comments or whatever, saying like, "Hey, we should talk about this." If we know you're gonna come down, and then we can kind of work around talking about those particular
Great.
Yeah.
topics.
It's easier for us to do the script when we know have
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah, exactly.
Thanks for having me though.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
of
fun.
course.
It was great having you.
What was your out of all the conversations that we had? Which one do you think was your favorite conversation that we had?
I just love watching you guys interact. I think you guys have just this super like deep bond and it
Lively
shows.
energy. Blah, blah, blah,
You
blah,
just
blah.
do life together and I love
Yeah.
it. So
We've been doing it for a long time now.
Oh,
know.
yeah,
I know.
13 plus years.
Like I said,
Yeah.
we've been talking just like this.
yeah.
What 13, 14 years?
I've
So
been, we've been friends for 18
I feel like at
years.
this point, if we were talking about everything that we started from like 14 years ago, we would be like at episode 300 maybe.
Yeah.
100%. We've been friends for 18 years. We've
Yeah.
been friends for 15 years. So
Yeah.
it's like, no, you guys are probably like my longest lasting friendships. I should take that. Rudy is the longest one because I've known him since the 7th grade. So
Yeah, technically,
after
yeah.
Rudy, it's you guys.
Technically, yeah, for me, like, it's like you guys are my close friends, but then also too, there's one that I've known since what, 5th grade? Yeah, fifth grade since middle school. I've known her. I've talked about her as Yasmin.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I've known her since then, so I've known her for what we're 2026. So
That's
what?
cool.
That's already. What are we at? Wait, what was that? 2005, I think. 2005.
So
Gosh,
Yeah,
that's a
20
long
years.
ago.
that's crazy.
I've known her for 12. I've known her for 20 years.
Wow.
That's crazy.
But you guys are not that far behind. So.
No,
I know,
yeah,
yeah.
me and Joe, we've known each other since 8th grade. So,
Oh, nice.
what was
Yes.
that, 08?
Yep.
Yeah, almost 20 years now. Yeah.
I think those are
It's
the
a long
better
time.
relationships when you've known somebody for a long time and then they
Yeah.
finally
The deep
reconnect.
friendship. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the trust. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's been great.
it has been great.
Any final
We're happy
thoughts,
to see it.
Jordan?
Thanks.
Final thoughts.
Dad lore?
Oh yeah. You know what? I didn't even get a chance to talk to my pops this week, so I
Oh.
don't have anything to give.
Oh, no dad
unfortunately.
lore?
I know.
I forgot to put something else in here.
If I can remember anything he's ever told me, it's that like, no matter what I choose in life, he'll always support me, and even if I do fail at it, he'll be there to pick me up.
Okay.
Same thing with my mom too. Like, no matter what I've done in life, they've always supported me in whatever direction, and if it's ever the wrong direction, they'll tell me.
Okay.
That hasn't happened yet though, so I think I've made some pretty decent choices on my life
Yeah.
going forward.
I could say
So-
that's like kind of like prevalent in my life too, because like pretty much back when like after I finished high school, they were pretty much telling me like, you either we'll take care of everything if you go to college, but if you decide not to go to college, we're not gonna put it against you, but you better find a job.
Yeah,
So
I
it
got
was
that
either
same
that.
conversation.
It was
yeah.
pretty much that. It was like it's
Mhm.
either this or that,
Mhm.
and I chose the job option.
Same. I chose to work.
Which
Yeah.
is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've gotten like even if you're like college and things, it's like I feel like both sides, whichever way you start, you're gonna get tons of experiences.
Yeah.
From both sides. So,
Mhm.
but the fact that my parents were willing to give me that like decision instead of saying no, because I know there's
Yeah.
probably like parents out there like no, you have to go to college. That's
Mhm.
like there's no
The
ifs or
forced
ands or buts.
education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The forced education. And I feel like they've never like forced that on me, so it's definitely something great because I know there's probably people out there that have
Mhm.
had to deal with that.
I will say, like, for me and my brothers, like, I chose to just work, and all three of my other brothers, well, the other two that are out of school did choose to go to college, and then the youngest one who is going to be going to college. So, like, I'm the odd one out, but I always told them, like, hey, like, you guys should probably further your education. Like, don't follow in my footsteps. Be better than me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I think
not-
education's about learning about yourself, though.
true.
But not
It's like
necessarily.
the journey.
If they would have chosen the job, it's like they're not better than you just because they went to like
No,
college.
I don't
honestly.
think they're better than me. What I mean is like, I would want better for them. That's all. Like, and
Yeah.
you know, if I ever see any of them stepping out of line, like, obviously I'm going to correct it for them, whether they like it or not. So it's either you're going to hear it from me or you're going to hear it from dad. So pick
Okay.
one. One's going to be more lightly than the other. But
All right.
No shame in that at all.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of cool with my life choices. There's a lot of skill sets that I've acquired over the years that not a lot of people can say they have.
Yeah, because also too, like again, not bashing college, but I know there's people that have been in college, and I think they've had less options for jobs. Even they finished college, and there's people that have already been in the job market for so long that have had opportunities to be able to get to a good position.
Oh, 100%.
And so it's like, but I feel like either way, when it comes down to it, either side you go, you have to put in the work into it to be able to get where you want to go.
Yes and yes.
But yeah, I think as we're ending up this podcast, we do want to shout out to our partner right here, Dubby, which is something that we've been not nonstop drinking, but like we've been drinking it pretty consistently enough because I feel definitely different when I'm playing games.
Oh yeah.
And drinking this because I don't know, it just helps out a lot.
Well, the natural caffeine and the vitamins in it does help out a lot.
And there's no sugar in it.
Yeah.
So definitely great. And
we got to get you to try some of this stuff before you go too, because it's been working for us. So
I said, the best way to describe it is smooth. I honestly feel like
maybe that'll get me on some more games because I'm
the
always
flavors,
crashing after I get home.
The flavors,
it's a nice up and then a very slow down.
Yeah. Oh, well, so we'll have to see.
The flavors don't try to compete with each other, so definitely you get a nice balance of all three flavors because there's 3 different flavors.
What flavor are you guys using right now?
This one's the dragon fruit, strawberry, and pink lemonade.
You know that's funny. A lot of great things come from dragon fruit. If you know, if you know.
I think we're already looking at one because we saw one just like yesterday or last night. You saw like a watermelon one that they have.
Yeah, it was like Galaxy something.
Yeah, Galaxy. It was like watermelon, guava,
and lime.
Okay.
I was
like that one definitely sounds very interesting, and
that'll be the
we'll definitely probably be trying another flavor soon because, like I said, we've drank a good amount of it, but there's still a crap ton of powder in there, so you pretty much do get the bang for your buck in this thing. Because I feel like with like tubs, just in general, like stuff like that, it ends up going out like quick.
Dude, definitely.
Yeah, I'm always doing BCAAs, and like those tubs they're pretty expensive, but this one's pretty well priced. Yeah, and then this does the same thing that a BCAA will do. So,
and then if you want, we're going to drop our 10% off code to everybody
right here
up here,
and our socials. So pretty much you can follow us on
Vanilla
much.
I was like, he's been doing a good job of getting him up there. So like,
except the last episode, because I was watching the last episode, and I think we did do the same hand sign in the very beginning.
It was like early on, and I was like, where is it?
And I didn't put it up there, but it's funny because I even said in that same podcast, I think like
it'll be in the description.
Maybe if it's not up there, like just ahead of time, it's gonna be in the description.
I was like, good save.
Yeah, so I was like, I didn't plan that, but I was able to talk in that way to be like, hey,
you know what?
It's not up there. It's in the description.
I was asking her the other day. I was like, hey, do you know this person? I just realized that the shout out you guys that we're doing with my tag on stream, it's you guys. You guys are friend requesting me. I forgot to accept. Don't worry, I got you.
Nice.
Who added you?
I have a couple people who requested me on Instagram.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to accept.
We haven't put our personal tags out there. It's only the channel, but we
channel.
Post our tags on there when we do it. So like,
we just post our socials in there because it's like.
Oh well, from the first episode, I dropped my name. Name, so.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Just have the channel so people go on, because that's where all the content is. I feel like in our separate pages, there's going to be not stuff that are like with the podcast.
Of course.
So that's why we direct them to our links right there, because that's where you get like all the clips from the podcast. So. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And definitely, I kind of was behind on putting clips out this week. It's just been a crazy week with work and stuff.
I got about 10 more that I'm working on right now.
Trying to adjust to like this new work schedule that I have, but we still have some clips that I still have that I haven't uploaded that will probably end up going up hopefully this week, because I think I usually have to get through 1 week of work and I'll be like tired and all that stuff, and then by that second week I'll be like already know what to expect. So I'll definitely be able to try to be more consistent with posting the clips that we have left over, and then as you heard right here, we have like 10 more clips coming. So.
They're good ones, dude.
So hopefully we get that. And then also too, I didn't get to stream any Resident Evil this week.
I started Dead Space.
This week. So I will try to get out a stream for our channel sometime this week to finish it maybe. I don't know if we'll finish it. I feel like there's still a lot. So maybe in 2 streams, maybe we'll try to throw in, because we only streamed once this week. So I feel like to make it up for the 1, I think we'll try to stream at least 3. If it's like 2 for me and then
I'm
1
gonna
for
be
him.
streaming again this Thursday for Dead Space.
Yeah, he's streaming Dead Space.
I'll try to do it a little bit longer because I only think I did like an hour and 50 minutes.
It was funny because I was watching the stream for a little bit and I kind of like dozed off because I was just that tired. And then I woke up and then it was the podcast, the stream was over. And I was like, what the heck happened?
I had to go to the bathroom. But no, we'll close out. We definitely appreciate. Obviously, we were glad Dee was back.
Yeah.
Jill, we're glad you joined us
Joined
today.
us.
Thanks.
and
This has
being-
been so fun and special.
I wasn't sure like how like you were gonna take being here with us.
Yeah.
I
Oh
know-
my gosh, I just want to hang out with you guys. Yeah,
appreciate
And
you
also
mean a
too,
lot to him.
Yeah.
You
If
mean
you're
a
watching a lot
to
of the videos next time, I guess you're coming here. Just give us any of the feedback from the previous videos because
Okay.
I feel like we're always trying to look for ways to like improve our stuff.
good.
Like maybe we could have
Yep.
done this better. We could have probably talked about this
Of course.
or transition into that. So I definitely feel like we need some
Mhm.
set of eyes that will watch our like videos and be able to like give us like that feedback, even if it's bad feedback, because that's
Mhm.
what's gonna make the podcast stand out.
Get my
Definitely.
nephew in on it.
Heck
you know?
yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
We'll take whatever we can get.
Yeah, whatever
Have
we can
him-
get.
have him
and-
get his friends in there too.
That's right.
Because I feel like we're
Connections,
we're
guys.
still learning the flow of everything, and then I'm still trying to learn like editing tricks and everything. So we're definitely still in the learning stages. But at the same time, it's only podcast.
But you're doing
6.
it,
Yeah,
which
we're
is
doing it.
awesome.
And it's podcast 6. I don't think everyone's first couple podcasts that far in are going to be.
I would say by the
Are
time we
definitely
get
gonna
to
be
10,
improvements.
we should have things ironed out.
Yeah, hopefully
Should-
by the time we get to
should.
10, they should be a little bit more
Yeah.
top notch, a little bit more. I don't know. I feel like it's been pretty consistent, but I
Mhm.
don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe something else
yes,
that makes
you've
it stand
been doing
out.
a great job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing we need to work on is just the volume because I've been hearing some
Go.
stuff that the volume sometimes seems a little low on YouTube, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I honestly think it's this. Like, if it's not close enough to you,
Yeah.
you don't.
so definitely I
like,
would have to like
that's
probably
cool.
higher
Yeah.
the volume. But it's funny because I use it on my phone.
I'm in your thoughts.
I know.
ASMR.
Hello.
You see how much louder it is when you come closer
Is
to
this
it?
thing on?
Like I was watching on my phone, it's pretty loud, but
Mhm.
some other people were watching and they said it seemed kind of low. So I need to up the volume on those videos, or just
The
start
ASMR.
screaming at the top of my lungs so people can hear me. I feel like we're pretty consistent with putting the mics close to us, and I feel like we're pretty loud this whole time. I don't think there was too many people backing
I'm
off
just
from
loud
the
in
mic.
general, so
But it's definitely a fun podcast. I'm definitely excited to see 7. We're probably going to be doing
yeah.
some reviews because if I find Resident Evil this week, then you're probably going to be hearing my review, and then you're still going to be hearing Jordan's review on Silent Hill F
Mhm.
because apparently he has lots of thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
And from the little instances that I've seen, I have lots of thoughts too.
Lots to unpack on that one.
Definitely lots
Yeah.
of back in that
yeah.
game.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, give us some feedback so we can hear from you guys. We want to interact with you as much as we can so we can move each episode as smoothly to the next.
We also have a community tab too, so
Mhm.
I only posted one question, just pretty much what horror game you want to see, but I'll probably try to start posting more questions in the community. So then
Yeah.
if you're not commenting on there, you can at least go to the community tab and then you can ask.
Yeah. Don't be shy.
You could see that if there's any questions in there and feel free to ask us anything.
Mhm.
Or if I have questions in there, you can answer them and then we can kind of put out the content that people want to see.
Definitely. Appreciate it, guys.
But,
Thanks for
yeah.
joining us, and we will see you on the
Episode
next episode.
6.